Well, when my laptop broke, I had to go to the other side of town to get it fixed because all the PC repair shops don't do PC repairs.
What did they
What?
repair?
They
What
don't
are
do
they-
any repairs of anything, so I had to go to this very, very old shop in South Liverpool to try and find it. And he was the only one that went, "Oh, it's easy, just do this."
Dang. Was he Indian or?
No, he was been there for ages. He's white.
That's the reason all the other ones don't really do repairs is because they are mostly just Indian and Pakistani like money laundering fronts. So
Yeah.
we do mobile phone screen repairs, and you go there and say, "No, we can't do it." Oh,
Just kidding.
no, useless then.
At least the barber shops can actually do the haircuts. They may be
Sometimes.
fronts for like drugs, but they can at least cut your hair well. They
I've
always
never
insist
had
on cash in hand.
I've never had a good experience with Indians in customer service or retail. I'm going to be honest. We hired an Indian once, like several summers ago at the learning center. And I told my boss, like, I don't think we should hire this dude. Like, and lo and behold, this guy somehow ropes her into like hiring his friend. And then he just stopped showing up for shifts, but would message us when his paychecks were missing. And then on top of that, the friend that she got swindled into hiring, essentially, she couldn't show up for her first shift because of a scheduling conflict. So instead of calling us directly, she got the dude that recommended her to text my boss. Like an hour after she was supposed to show up for her shift. Like, Indians are so fucking useless, man. Like, they're just honestly...
Like, if you play a race, say if the human race was a game, Indians are like the worst race. You know, like on Elden Ring, and you play what's that class that has like the lowest stats of everything, and it's supposed to be the difficult one. You wear nothing but like underwear.
I figure the
know.
blacks would be that class, to be honest. Like,
No,
the
they
Indians
have,
are
like,
just one step
like,
above.
They have athleticism and stuff. Like, they have some traits, but Indians, they don't have athleticisms of the blacks. They don't have the intelligence of the Asians. They don't have the team building exercises of the whites. They just suck at
Some of
everything.
them do. It's just it's a really big multiple country, and so it depends which Indians
No,
you're
it
talking
isn't.
about. It's
Stop
like,
being
no, it
polite.
is.
A lot of
It's
people
no,
there.
it genuinely is like because England used to have really, really good Indians because they came from like the rich and affluent parts, and they were so successful that they got genocided out of their own country, and so we got the really good ones. But then over time, it's sort of It's the problem with democratizing mass travel is that now you just get anyone can come over, and so like Americans have a different experience of Indian immigration because you don't get the same quality of Indian immigrant as we used to get in this country. But increasingly, we don't get that either because we now just get poor people.
To be
but like,
fair,
why did those Indians behave well? It's because there was a white guy behind them with a stick.
well, they actually were trying to run away from something that was really bad. That's why you got, like, my parents are the good kind of brown people, though I'm not Indian. I'd like to clarify.
Wait.
Brown people.
Good type of brown people. What
How
the fuck
this
did I walk into?
conversation? How'd this conversation go from I'm playing Pokemon Yellow to being
It
hyper
was
racist?
via computer repairs run by Indians,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
somehow
there you
that
go.
turned into racism.
Everything turned into racism.
It's fine. It's
All
on my
roads
channel. I'll
lead
just
back.
get shadow banned. It's fine. Don't worry.
What? It's a normal thing. It seems the amount of brown people I see that complain about brown people is just becoming a very common thing. So
Do you have
I
brown
fucking hate
people
brown
fatigue, Jedi Brooks?
it seems like, I find this fucking hilarious because I just came from work and like not 10 minutes ago, me and a coworker were saying, "What the fuck's with these two Indian guys over there? Why are they so fucking lazy? They never
Dude,
want to do anything." And I can't believe I walked into this. This is just
Brian is correct, by the way. A Somali ran into my previous when I was driving my old car a year ago. He rear-ended me. He was smoking weed, didn't have insurance, and didn't have brakes.
To be fair, Somalis, like, statistically have like IQ like equal to actual retards. Like,
I
medically
can't
diagnosed.
believe it, but he actually had a driver's license of all things, though.
It's generally the case where you have like a Tamil person or Sri Lankan person, and they have so many fucking issues with their own people, and then they end up being like the coolest person fucking ever. You know what I mean? Like this almost want to like correct some of the stereotypes by their own hand. And
Jesus.
It's just like no one is as racist against minorities as other minorities are. And it's just
100%.
great fun to watch. Like, my uncle used to work for, I think it was an Indian like mechanic back in the days when they were actually quite good. And a rival Pakistani mechanic had opened in town. and the amount of anti-Pakistani racism coming from the Indian man was.
Yeah.
My dad tells the story sometimes, and I can't use any of the words on stream, but there's fucking loads of it, and it's very funny. And it's just like this is how we get along with each other. We all basically agree that we hate the Pakistanis, and then we get on with our day. It's just about finding commonality. You can all be racist as long as it's in good humor.
But is like, what is racism? Like, how many times? Like, are you?
But what
At
is
what point-
racism?
At what point are you allowed to accumulate enough observations to be like, this motherfucker is that? He is an idiot or whatever it is. Is that racist? Or is it like, I've observed this pattern over and over and over and over with this person? You know what I mean? So
As long as it's funny.
in my opinion, everyone is a tiny bit racist in terms of like the observations and the patterns. It's pattern recognition. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But when
it
you
is.
turn it to the point of just like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you should be able to have pattern recognition without making it binary to that person. You still have an open mind about it. You know what I mean?
Well, this is it pattern recognition if I've got a hood in the closet? I'm just putting out a pattern.
Dutch Gradient says, in the 90s, we had Indians working at Circuit City with us. They refused to help other Indian customers, the worst customers, but they taught us all the Hindi cuss words.
That's the thing. It's like a load of it. The immigrants from any country who move over and they do it because they think it's a chance for a better life. They don't actually want their reputations to be tarnished by other like shit versions of people who come from the same country. In the same way that like English people don't really like the reputation English football fans have abroad, because like anywhere in England, anywhere not in England, English football fans are just known as a bunch of racist, bad, and alcoholics. I was like, yeah, I can see why that's bad, and I don't like that. I hate those people too. Don't judge me by the standards of my lowest.
Well, that's an interesting thing of Indians before I think it's the early 2000s. Anytime you needed help on the internet, there was an Indian video to help you.
Bet your ass there was.
Incredibly helpful.
After 2012, all the Indian stuff on the internet is terrible.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's
My
like the
parents
rap room got on.
also points out, which is like always the really interesting statistics, is yes, that is correct in the UK, and actually I think it might even be true in the US as well. Indians top for education and family earnings and family cohesion metrics. Like it sort of changes again depending on where in India the people come from, but yeah, generally speaking, that's the other reason they get a lot of hate, I think, from lots of people online, is that either they are like scummy and horrible and you don't want to know them, or they're so successful that they make you feel envious, and then that motivates people to be racist too.
Only have like a strict caste system, which is like you have like the Brahmins, and then you have like the subhumans. That's basically how India works.
The untouchables.
For any newbies, by the way, we have brown people on the stream. We're not all.
Yeah, I would like to confirm I am Sri Lankan here. I will change the visual to.
There's a hierarchy. Here it is. There's a hierarchy in terms of the surnames. I'm pretty sure. Like, isn't Khan like high ranking or some shit? All I remember is the Indian guys that I work with. They all are simps for the ones that are last name Khan, and all the cons that I went to school with were all cocky assholes. So there's got to be like there's got to be something to it. But
it would be funny. It would be funny. It was like, ha, my ancestor was raped by a Mongol. I'm better than you.
That's how it works in England, though. All the people who are most successful in this country all have Norman surnames, and it's basically we got raped by the French at one point in the distant past, and that makes us high class.
Yeah, like where I'm from, there's a little bit of Viking DNA, and I'm like, yes, my great ancestor was raped by a Viking.
It sounds like an After Dark stream, but it's not.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to get there for this one, so I have to get all of my spicy stuff out of the way beginning.
Well,
we're talking about Indians.
Yeah, I don't even know if we're doing it, so I don't know. We'll find out though.
Well, we could rehash that little debate that I went to bed on last night. We're fucking fighting.
Well, I think we
have
rehash it right now.
So if I was asking in the chat if you wanted to do After Dark, Brooks. It's up to you. You're the final call, actually. I think.
But we'll see how we are energy wise towards the end, because you know how it's best to do it and just make sure it's a good fit for the night, right? Because Platoon's out for tonight.
Yeah.
But even what I spent the whole day thinking about that. So what is a slasher? And I was like, no fucking way. You guys have this crazy small box that has to fit into. So I actually find it interesting in terms of what people consider slashers.
Because it can be slasher adjacent, but I think there are certain things that make it like what is a certified slasher movie. Like we can start with foundation, which is just like, of course, Jason's a slasher movie. Of course, Halloween's a slasher movie, and then we can go from there.
But my you know what? We'll save this discussion for later. But my quick open summary is that I feel like there's certain elements that are consistent in the iconic slashers that people think that all slashers have to fit inside that box, and I don't agree with that. The idea that the Predator is not a slasher because he's not a human named Doug, like fuck that. Like,
okay, hold on.
like yeah, it's a group of people being chased by a murderous entity that is trying to kill them with preferably close combat melee weapons. So the Predator has 2 melee kills, so it counts for me. Because I feel like if you were a sniper, you can't be a slasher. You got to actually.
That means riding the train somewhere in England counts as being in a slasher movie.
We knew that already.
But Brooks, like if you're just having 2 slashing kills doesn't make it a slasher. That's
not
an
at
element
all.
of slasher that now you're kind of conflating with the genre.
I think this is what the compromise I was willing to give you is that it's got slasher elements in a sci-fi action like horror package. But it's
I would
not
agree with
technically a
that.
slasher based on that. But again, I would argue that the definition that you guys provided me for slasher is a bit too narrow. I think the Predator, the fact that he got the Billy kill and the Dylan kill, that should count. You shouldn't have to have 100% of your kills.
Billy was killed off screen. We don't know if he was killed.
I don't give a no. Listen. Everyone knows that the Predator was honorable. There's no way he just fucking just sniped Billy. That would really ruin.
No, but it could have been hand to hand. We don't.
It could have been hand to hand.
Yeah,
exactly.
That counts. My definition was hand to hand.
And
so if he went in there and sucker punched Billy and he died, that counts.
What other slasher villains have
Dutch.
plasma cannons on their shoulder?
That is true. That's why I had to compromise in terms of being slasher adjacent.
And he doubled up on Dutch because like he blasted his fucking arm off with the plasma cannon first.
And then they went fist to fist towards the end of that fight. Yeah.
I always get that scene. I feel like the Predator is embarrassed. Like, what the fuck am I really getting wrecked by this little puny human? That's why they have to do the fucking showdown at the end. But I don't know. It was an interesting topic considering the fact that I'm in chat. You guys were on stream and we're talking shit to each other. But anyway, onto the slide.
Onto the slide. So we were talking if Predator was a slasher movie or not, but this is definitely not going to be. I would say it's Predator Badlands, and there's early reviews that are out for it, and I really don't know what to make of it because most early reviews are people that got a private screening of it, and so they are kind of pushed into saying nice things. And reading between the lines, this is a family-friendly, emotional movie. Did you ever think that would be a Predator film?
No. There was one through line I remember I read in every single early review because we went over these on Niet's channel after his Friday stream. All of them say either exactly or in different words that if you're a fan of the original, you're going to be left disappointed by this. Every
Predator fan is a fan of the original.
I mean, not necessarily. There's people that rank fucking like Prey and Predator cock over like Predator. So
it's the thing because we did it on George the Giant Slayer's channel yesterday. Isn't this this is the top ranked Predator movie on Rotten Tomatoes, and Prey is second, and I think there's another one which is third, and then the original Predator comes in on fourth.
It's nonsense.
Yeah.
And Predator
it's an example that the masses don't like what we like about Predator. And it's one of the most frustrating things about being a reviewer is realizing 2 factions of people could like things and have it for totally different reasons. And it's just frustrating when you realize that, because how the fuck can Predator be ranked anywhere except the very top of all Predator media? It's ridiculous. And it's an example of people who don't care about the what made the original IP work. They don't know what made Predator stand the test of time all these years.
Yeah, that's what they don't understand what made the original film so alluring. And that's the big problem I have with Dan Trachtenberg as a storyteller for this franchise is he doesn't get why Predator works. He doesn't understand why we're still talking about that movie 40 years later.
It's my problem with modern media in general. Like you can go back to 2015 with TFA and so many other examples. It's people having access to an IP and they genuinely don't know what made it work other than certain like elements. Like, oh, the lightsabers are cool. They figured that part out. Predators have to be intimidating and there's an honor system. Like they get little tiny elements down, but then they use it to do whatever the fuck they want.
It's funny you mentioned that. I don't you guys know who Lex Friedman is? He did an interview with Dan Houser, one of the original founders of Rockstar, on Friday. He published it. And Dan Houser starts, because he's not working on GTA 6 at all, right? But he's been behind like basically every GTA before that. And he was saying like how every GTA entry, it was like, even though it had the same foundation of, oh, you're playing as a criminal in an open world, each entry was different. And that's why the conversation when it comes to like the best GTA game is so varied, because they're all unique. But then with GTA 6, he's not on that team now. And they're, instead of creating a new story, understanding what the IP is about, just like Predator, they're revisiting Vice City, a city like a game from 20 years earlier, and trying to spin
GTA 4.
a new story there, you know? So I was just like, oh, I didn't like, I already knew that they were kind of creatively bankrupt and they just didn't know how to come up with new ideas anymore. But just like hearing someone who had made a legacy IP reframe it that way made me look at everything else. And I'm like, huh, that's crazy. I have less hope for a GTA 6 now, as I didn't have a lot of it already, but yeah. Tangent, sorry. It's a very good interview, though. I do recommend it.
Tangent, yeah. Oh, Lex Friedman is chat's kind of, everyone thinks he's an industry plant, by the way.
I honestly, they just had a good conversation. Like, it was nice to
he's
hear
a good
someone
interviewer.
Right. It was nice to hear like him. First of all, he's very calm and he's got a very inquisitive demeanor, I noticed. And so it was nice to hear him chat with Dan Houser and not have the conversation boil down to, oh, well, why did you leave Rockstar? It was like, no, he actually wanted to understand like how Dan Houser comes up with his stories, how he crafts his characters, what his process is, like what he considered kind of the emotional stuff behind like all of the games that he's kind of made famous and that people really hold dear. So it was a very good interview. I recommend it to anyone, even if you're not interested in games. They go on just a great tangent on the creative process behind like writing dialogue and creating meaningful characters and actually using your life experience to adequately craft good stories rather than crafting stories to your own life experience.
So you're saying like they do self-inserts now?
Yeah, they do self-inserts now, but then you listen to Dan talk about like what inspired like Arthur Morgan for Red Dead Redemption 2. And just like, oh man, like it's not like he was expecting his first child, he was saying, and like he was before that he was in a really rough patch where he was still kind of finding his roots in America because he's from the UK originally, right? And then with Arthur, he kind of just like, oh, it's an individual who wants to kind of, he's been raised as a criminal. He's kind of been just a rough boy all this time. And now he has to either find a way to grow out of it, become a better person, or he can stay and fight for the family that he's chosen and do what's best for them. And that kind of resonated for, oh, I'm going to be a first-time father. And I need to finally transition from just being, this guy that likes to fuck around with like dialogue in his spare time and make video games to like someone who's going to be responsible for raising the next generation now at this point. And I think he reflects that idea pretty well. He twists it and adapts it in a Western setting that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It's a great listen. It's 3 hours, but I do recommend it. Yeah.
It shows, as you said, but it goes back to the point of the director doesn't seem to get Predator. Right. Because what have you seen the trailer behind the scenes for Predator Badlands?
They've released more clips. They released a few clips, and they just released another one a couple hours ago. If you guys want to watch it,
but it's not about
yeah.
It's not about being a fan though. It's about just having standards. Like the dude who made Andor doesn't even like Star Wars. Like I don't want to hear that shit when it's like it's all about having standards and like for quality basically. Like Cynic and Vex. If you guys had to make a Star Wars project, what's the first thing you would do? Go talk to a bunch of people who love Star Wars because you don't. You know what I mean? Exactly. What makes it work?
I was about to say like talk to probably Platoon and Mauler.
Exactly. You go right to the source, people who are passionate about it, so you can see what makes it work for them.
Me? You wouldn't ask for my advice. Tits, big guns, vaginas.
No, we can't genocide the Sand people.
I mean, what they did to Shmi Skywalker, they deserve it. Oh, is he gonna stay there?
I thought that was like Mama Tentacles, the little tentacle guy from Alien Earth. That I thought that was his
Oh,
mom.
Lord
That's what I've been
Tentacles?
thinking. Yeah, it's because they look too similar, right? Either like they're that creatively bankrupt, or it's the same because this is an Alien and Predator crossover finally, right? So
I have no idea why, but the trailer wasn't playing for me, so I have to pull it up
Oh.
myself and see. I don't know why.
What do you think the reason's going to be? Why? I mean, the story reason is that he needs someone to bounce off, but what will actually be the reason for carrying Ellie Fanning on his back?
Oh, it is so that there's someone to bounce off of, because I'm sure she's a droid, so she can understand what he's saying.
But like, will there be like an actual? Because we were saying if he's going to have an android, he should be like in a crash site, and he needs her to access the ship. Or something like that. But this one, they're in the middle of the wilderness. What exactly is she going to do?
Maybe he's going to be like, he's taking her back as a trophy, but then they form a bond over the course of the story, and then she regains her legs, and he lets her go because she's an honorable killer.
No, Reaper's right. It needs to be a necessity. If they just have a bond and like they're buddies, like fuck that. Nobody wants that.
She can't be I'm hunting the ultimate animal, and it's her.
No, I'm sure, like you guys said, there's got to be a purpose, and I'm sure they cut a deal at first, but they build a bond over the course of the film.
Will it just be, I know the location of that
Right.
Wayne
Be something like that.
But
yeah.
even then, that sucks.
I can get you off this planet.
Nah, I think Derek saw what she looked like before she lost the lower half and was like, okay, let's make a new species. And then she lost the lower half and he's kind of stuck with her at this point. So
that could be the entire mission, is I will help you find your ass.
Yeah, the whole movie's about trying to find the other half.
Go.
Fat ass.
Maybe
that fat ass
that's
is out there somewhere.
Right. There you go.
Here's another. This is another clip, and this is like, it shows the family bond that, or not so much of a bond that the Predator has. Let's check this one out too. This one's called "Be Brave, Brother" official clip.
Be brave.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
See how he doesn't kill him.
Bro, why is he crying?
Predator,
Why was that Predator crying? I don't ever want to
Because
see a
he's a
Predator
bitch.
bawling.
Have you seen the behind the scenes? The behind the scenes, the director keeps saying, well, he's an underdog and he's more emotional than other predators.
Why? He's
Then he says he's from a tribe of predators that doesn't like failure. I go, what predator likes failure?
What the fuck are they
They're
doing?
a hunter culture.
The emoting that this Predator is doing should never. They shouldn't even have those muscles in their face. Like the Predator should not be making a sobbing face like that. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was bizarre. There are so many clips from this.
There are.
Holy
They're
The
really
sense
pushing
that maybe
this.
that they're a little bit concerned that not enough people are interested, so they keep releasing more and more and more in a bid to get people, to go and actually see the movie. I don't know what the box office is expected to be.
35 to 45 domestic.
Did Prey do good? I can't remember the situation when it came to
It
Prey.
never got theatrical.
Yeah, it was a streaming only.
Streamer.
They're I know that they're releasing it in theaters for a limited time before this comes out, but yeah, Dan Trachtenberg hasn't had a theatrical release with Predator yet. This will be the first.
Is he the guy who worked on Prey?
Yeah, he did Prey and Predator Cock.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was actually spelling that correctly in my head, and then I finally figured out what you were referring to. I was like, God,
I called that because it is fucking cock. That's why.
Yeah,
It's an absolutely terrible movie.
I just you can't do worse than Alien Earth. Like it's all uphill from there. Like no matter what this is, it's gonna be probably more.
Don't
Did
say
you
that,
watch?
though.
Did you
I
watch
really-
Predator Killer of Killers?
No, but I will say it's better than Alien Earth without even seeing it.
You know what? It's
say
Predator
that.
Killer of Killers. At least it had better pacing, so you were more engaged. But it is as bad, if not potentially worse, than Alien Earth.
Is that the one where like you realize they froze Arnie and then he appears at the end of the movie?
Yes. It
At least
retcons
Alien Earth
literally
didn't
all
do
the
that.
Predator lore. Yeah.
It's so simple. The tiny bit of lore that the series has. Why fuck with it instead of work around it and keep it consistent? I just don't get it.
I think it's a really bad
for
sign
IP.
that like you can watch a trailer and think, oh god, the pacing in this is shit. It's like exactly like that's a frustrating trailer. That's not a trailer I want to see the movie of. That's a trailer of a movie I know is going to annoy me.
Yeah, that's such a good point. It should be almost impossible to have a poorly traced trailer. Like that's your one job is to entice people with this, and pacing is essential. There should never be a slog moment or a get on with it moment in a trailer. That's insane.
Like, what are the moments where they're just gonna be walking and talking throughout the movie? That's gonna be excruciating.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite color? Because mine's red.
I like blue.
To a fucking predator.
Buddy cop film. That's what a lot of reviews said. It's a buddy cop film.
I don't want a buddy cop.
I don't want that. Like, just take him to feudal Japan, have him fight some shogun, some ninjas, a couple fucking interesting characters, and some good acting. That's it. Legit, we'll all show up and be like, oh, that was fucking awesome. Keep it simple.
I have read plenty of the early reviews. They're really just tweets, but from people who have seen the movie, and a lot of them talk about how there's a ton of humor and some of it might not land for you, but the movie's really good. I noticed that every review talks about the visual effects, that it's family friendly, and how there's humor. And when they mention the story, it's like 5th or 6th of the way down on what they talk about.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what they did with Tron Ares as well. So a lot of these tweets are just, they were almost given a script. They're allowed to say one very, 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 very lightly negative thing just to make it seem like they are actual reviews rather than just paid advertiser content. And they just copy from the same script. It'll be, yeah, visual effects are great. Deserves to be seen on the big screen. Soundtrack is amazing. Some of the humor might not work for you, but otherwise it's a film that's really worth seeing. And they'll all say the same thing. And then you go and see it. And then you realize that if you just times the bad part of that tweet by about 1,000, you might reach something like what the movie actually gives you. It's like when they said that Ares has, like, the story wasn't going to blow you away, say all the copy paste tweets. No, it fucking didn't. But that's to say the least of it. So if the humor doesn't land for everyone, and they're saying that already, it's going to be painful.
Yeah. If they have to mention that straight up, it's because it's not well constructed. You should have confidence in the jokes that you made because they should be, in line with the character or the story that you're doing. It's crazy.
But how many times do you see on Rotten Tomatoes where it says, film is shit, this is awful, fresh score?
Yeah, because their criteria is fucked.
Yeah,
the amount of times the fresh people are the most insulting people of a movie, yet they give it a positive score.
It's a tomato. Yeah.
It's it should be a standard for all reviewers. Like, the consistency of every aspect, from the characters to the world building to the themes. Consistency is the key to storytelling, and it's like they need to have that as their fundamental point from the beginning, and then you can tell me how you felt about the cinematography and everything else. Because, like, I don't care about the icing if the cake is fucked. You know what I mean? I don't care about the paint on the car if the engine doesn't work. Like, you need to have both together, and the fact that we're still in this time. It's like what you were saying on Niet stream about how you were talking to your physical therapist, and they're like, "Oh, what you didn't like about it? The acting,
the visuals, or the acting?
Visual?
Yeah.
How about the script? The fucking part that's free and is like actually creative."
Can I make a point there, actually? Because this is an issue. Oh, okay.
I know. I'm listening to the stream last night, and you're like, "Oh, wait, please." Well, Goodwin and Goof are going back and forth. I'm like, "Oh, poor Vex, put your hand up. That's why you need that picture, right? Let the woman talk."
I know, just something like, I generally avoid reviews, and just like occasionally I'll like peep some of them, just because I don't like to have like that idea in my mind going into a film. But I noticed like a lot of these reviewers, they'll review a array of genres, but they attach the same criteria to each of them. So they're going to they're going to end up reviewing, just again for a broad example, they'll review something like fucking Tron on the same level as oh god, what was that monkey movie that came out last year? The Robbie Williams movie.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. I
Yeah,
can't remember
like
the name. I know what you're talking about.
right, Journeyman or some shit like that. It was a good movie, like musical and stuff aside, because it did the character work well and the story stuff well. But even though those two movies are completely different, have different genres, different audiences, different like technical aspects, different storytelling, they'll rank it across the board. I find that's the bigger issue with, because when I go on like critic lists or whatever and review something, I review it for that genre. So if I'm watching a slasher movie, I'll rate it on a scale that is akin to the slasher movie genre. I do the same thing with like found footage, because most people think found footage horror is fucking garbage, but found footage horror has its own rules and whatnot that it works 100%. By. It's all right. So you have to rate it according to the genre.
Justifying why the camera is still on when you clearly should turn that shit off and fucking panic. You can do it really well, just like good exposition, or you can do it horribly. Like there's certain ways to make it like really. I believe that there's a reason for this camera to still be on, or there's utility to it because they need the light. Even in Blair Witch Project, I remember the line from the dude like saying, I kind of see why you want to keep this camera on. It's like it's not quite reality. It's easier to deal with the situation, isn't it? I'm just like, man, that's a fucking great line to like justify why she would do that. And it's all in character, right? And other films just don't give a fuck. So I agree with you. There's standards that you need to maintain.
And just none of them have that, because also basically all of these critics are just bought at this point, right? Like along with other factors like just how entertainment has diluted a whole lot over the last 5 years, 10 years, if you want to be generous, of 5 years where we've really seen it. So even just from a critical standpoint, they're seeing so much slop that there's, oh, well, it's better than this, so I'll rate it this way. Kind of deal.
Yeah, the idea that it's not woke and it's not shit, so it's good. No.
Right, it's colorful. That's good.
Standards just get plummeted. It's just it's crazy, and that's why it's so refreshing having these conversations. Like I was on Hereditary. Oh, sorry, I was on Metals Forge yesterday with Capital Opinions and Mark, and we were like pretty much arguing the logistics of Hereditary for like 4 hours, trying to go over the cults and like all the little details of that movie, because it's a horror movie that I want to love, but there's enough issues in it that like holds it back a little bit for me. So going through that stuff is just super fun, but not a lot of people have the patience for that at all.
I think there's a combination of being bought and being a bot. And they're not like directly paid or anything. They're just granted access to things, and they are, kind of forced to say nice things in order to continue that access. And then a lot of them are indeed just bots.
But wasn't there that whole thing that happened a couple of years ago where like people reviewing Disney IPs were getting paid like $50 a review?
God, could you imagine selling yourself for $50?
You'd be surprised. Like,
you fucking horse.
There was that scandal though, I remember, where people were getting paid just like $50 to review the movie a certain way. Like that was a legitimate thing.
$50. People are so hard up, man.
That's crazy.
God damn.
I'm sorry, I want to the comment in the chat, the right tackle. Yes, that's the biggest plot hole in Hereditary. Why does a fucking white couple have like a Pakistani child? That's never a jet. It's so weird, man. It's such a strange choice.
In other news, the box office massacre of October has come to an end. It's the worst revenue for October box office in 27 years, if we exclude the pandemic, of course. So
Jared Leto is the face of that. I love it.
Yeah, I know.
There really was nothing that came out this month.
No, Black Phone 2 was like the biggest movie, and that made $60 million domestic.
The Oaks came out.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh,
finally managed to find a copy, but it's got Russian subtitles.
Yeah, but it's got English language though, so that's good.
I'll be able to steal it.
Send on. I'm dying to see these fucking hellhounds everyone's talking about.
I refuse to give Chris Stuckman money. But I'll make money off him. That's how horrible this economy works.
Shelby Oaks fell 68% weekend over weekend. So it's
16% on Because it didn't only make like
on
3 million.
Halloween. Right. So normally the smaller it opens, the softer the fall. But
Yeah.
not in this case. It fell like down the fucking Empire State Building.
Well, didn't you say Cynic people left as the film was on?
Yes, I saw some fucking cope on Twitter about like the cinema score. It was a C plus, which is like an F. And they were like, you know, it is horror, and generally, you know, we can't really make heads or tails about what this is going to do. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? This thing is going to fall off the face of the earth. No one liked it, and everyone just played with this movie with kid gloves. I just don't understand. It's just like, it's a bad movie. What we do is review movies. Just call it like you see it. It's really not that big of a deal. The guy I really respect Chris for putting the movie out there. I genuinely do. He put himself out there. It's he made a feature-length movie. That's amazing. However, I paid money to see the motherfucker. So I'm going to review it with the same, same level I do everything else. And so I did.
The point you made
last
last night,
understand the kid gloves, man.
The point you made last night is even stronger. Of like the budget he had, it's a lot more fair to judge him considering that he's working with a way bigger budget than most new filmmakers would have.
Yeah,
right?
they're
studio support as well, right? I mean, they brought Flanagan's name is on it, at least as an executive producer. He had an entire studio backing him. They gave him effectively double the budget to finish it up. He had quite a bit of support for this. It's not really analogous to say like releasing a short film if you're in on YouTube or something like that. This is a studio movie, so it is fair game. And yeah,
Totally
it's nice in theory to say new blood entering Hollywood is something we should support. And yeah, sure, I guess it's nice to see a YouTuber getting their shot in Hollywood. Fine. Why did this have to be the result?
Well, this is the problem. You don't want YouTubers to be associated with shit movies like influencer boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody wants to see that. A film by a YouTuber, you go, oh, fuck this.
No, that is such a great point. You want to know why? Because everyone in the MMA world and boxing world knows that the influencer boxing shit is crap. But they separate it. It's like it's nonsense. We know, but there's a line there. There isn't a line when it comes to this. It's all people are gonna judge it as a film, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, the whole influencer boxing is just a money grab. We all know what it is. It's an
100%.
actual fight.
But they've been doing that since like the 40s. Like that's been the crossover shit is always appealing. Because like let's be honest, if fucking Kim Kardashian was gonna box Sydney Sweeney, it would be like it would break all the records. You know what I mean? Yeah, you'd watch it. We'd all be there.
I'd watch it for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think like one of her tits would actually pop during that? Because all of her is manufactured,
so.
right?
There
Maybe
would be a
part-
percentage of the fan base watching just for that, just in case. We get
Yeah.
it's just,
Damn, why'd you? Now I'm thinking about it, Jedi. Dang,
No,
you
it's
gotta
just the way.
look.
Yeah, you could have the best two boxers in the world fight, and boxing fans are gonna watch. But if you do something like that, just yeah, it's gonna strike a chord with the casual audience. That's how they get you.
Mm.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, though, is just we don't want YouTubers to be associated with shit because whenever someone else gets their chance, it's like, oh god, another fucking Chris Stuckman movie.
Well, this shouldn't be the standard. We could all learn from the attempts that we've seen, right? Because
We should be able to, but it's whether they will make the same association. It's like, well, we tried it with one of these popular YouTube people and they were crap, so we're not going to do it again.
You picked the most boring one, the one without
yeah.
a soul.
And the movie, it is a Chris Stuckman video of a movie in the sense that like it's just the opening 20 minutes is all set up, and it's like, but most of the stuff that's set up isn't actually relevant to the solution of the mystery.
No, it's not.
And all it is just characters telling you what you need to know, which is exactly what a Stuckman video does. It's just like the movie was directed by so and so, it released here. It's got the cinematography by so and so, and the scores by this guy. And then the movie comes out, and it's like, this is what the character's name is. This is what she did. This is when she disappeared, and this is why I don't like it. And it's like, it's oh god, it's frustrating to watch.
So. Is a C plus the lowest cinema score anyone's
Oh
ever
no,
seen?
I've seen actual like I'm pretty sure I've seen an actual F, but I've seen a D. I've seen a D for sure. Yeah,
because even B usually means shit.
Yeah, if it's below an A minus, it's not good. Like a B plus is not good. I think we went over this.
B plus.
Yes, Tron Ares and Snow White both got the same cinema score as a B plus. Yeah.
Wow.
And Chris Stuckman got a C.
C, yeah.
He's worse than Snow White.
Nothing's worth in Snow White.
Well, I mean, if you actually look at it, like no one liked the movie. Critics didn't like it. Audiences didn't like it. You can go off any metric, even the shitty Rotten Tomatoes metric, which is just like 6 or up is good, and anything below that's bad. Well, they still gave it a bad score. It's like in the 50%. And then if you go on Metacritic, it's like a 4 out of 10 average for both critics and audiences. It's not good, because if you don't play with the fucking movie with kid gloves, you actually realize very easily, by the way, it does not take a critic to recognize this movie's bad. It's just a bad film. It is what it is.
You should that's your job as a critic, whether you're looking at even if you're looking at a film you love, you'd be like, okay, I might find some shit in here that's legit, objectively an issue, and it's going to lower the film for me. And you have to be honest about that as a reviewer. Like, it's just certain things you have to do. And I just don't think someone who is not willing to be critical when it comes to media is not going to be able to make a good movie, because they don't know they don't understand storytelling. Then it should be a fundamental.
You hit the nail right there. Most of the people reviewing movies don't understand what makes movies so interesting.
Exactly. They know what makes them popular and which ones make money. They know Marvel films used to make millions of dollars. They don't know why.
They don't understand why, though.
They don't know why Civil War is way better than fucking Ant-Man Quantumania. It's a Marvel film. It's a Marvel film. What do you mean? It's fucking frustrating, but
yeah, there you go. Talk to Me 2022, which was one of my favorite movies that year, was made by YouTubers on a $4.5 million budget, which is almost what Shelby Oaks had.
There you go.
I never saw it. Everyone said it was good, though.
It was.
Yeah, Talk to Me was pretty good.
I enjoyed it, but like we discussed, it was actually the first conversation we ever had. Me, you, and Vex.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, let's not go back to that.
We got Predator later.
There's some writing issues that really fundamentally affect the entire story, but I did like it a lot. It's
at least like a good attempt to tell a story. Like it might have problems. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was really good. Yeah. I'm just super harsh because we gotta. Yeah, those factors really they're gonna stand out on rewatch, and I judge everything that way. You should, don't just judge it how you felt on the first time, because you don't even know what it is until you rewatch it. You just know how you felt about it, pretty much.
I don't know, man. Everyone. I knew. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, everyone said I looked like that kid who bashed his fucking head in.
You do, yeah. I remember I watched the movie and I sent you a picture. I'm like, wait, is this you? Like,
this you? Was not.
In terms of the watching a movie twice in order to know, no, I know that Predator cock is bad just the first time. I didn't need to watch it again to know that.
I guarantee you, if you watched it again, you'd have a better understanding of how to explain why it's bad, rather than just
it will get even worse because you'll spot things you didn't see the first time.
Exactly. It's almost impossible. Like you have to. I watched each episode of Alien Earth like multiple times. That's part of the reason.
Why did you torture yourself?
I had to. Like the video I made, I really try to put a lot of work into it, and I just got to get those references right. And that's how you're able to come to the conclusions that you come to. This is probably the stupidest show I've ever seen.
Did it anger you that you put in more effort than the showrunners?
Pretty much. Yeah, man. It what angered me more? The fact that they think Wendy is a cool, awesome, amazing protagonist, and she's a monster. She's an Urukai. She's a fucking evil, twisted, maniacal.
Urukais are funny. She's not even that.
I mean, to be fair, Brooks, one could argue that Wendy became a woman then, in that sense.
That's one way to look at it.
Insane, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, insane, evil, maniacal, nonsensical.
Vex, you're a woman. You're not going to just kill a bunch of people for no reason to cause a distraction, right?
Do you understand women at all, man? Like they'll wish death on you just for saying hello to someone. Like that.
Try to give you guys the benefit of the doubt, but apparently no. Vex,
there's no benefit of the doubt. No.
Oh shit.
So what was out this month? It was Tron Ares, Shelby Oaks, Black
the
Phone
Smashing
2.
Machine. Yeah, Black Phone 2.
Smashing Machine.
Smashing Machine was actually pretty good. I think it was just marketed like dog shit.
The problem is because it's realistic. It's great performances, but the problem is the story's kind of repetitive because it's kind of he lifts weights, he argues with his girlfriend, he fights, argues with his girlfriend, fights, argues with his girlfriend. And that's basically it. Then the problem is, because it's based on reality, it's not like he realizes they're in a horrible codependent relationship.
No, and he's definitely portrayed as a good guy when you know he was beating the fucking shit out of her in real life. There's no way he was tolerating that shit when he was on that level of roids.
No, he was putting fists through walls and then through her fucking skull, and then
fist through her fucking chest, probably. Like, there's no way.
But then at the end of the movie, it's like she goes off to get help, and he's finally at peace. And then it's like in the after credits, it goes, "They married.
They married, and then they had a kid." Like,
so there's no. It's just the same thing over and over again. Yeah. It's just really good performances.
Yeah, they definitely carry the movie because I was saying the opening act I would have liked, or no, the opening scene, excuse me, I would have liked as the entire first act. Like, I didn't really get a sense of them building up to him being this brute force, this smashing machine. We only kind of got it in the opening 5 minutes as a blow montage, and that was it. And you kind of have to take their word for it that he's this ultra badass. I wanted to see him be a badass for like a whole act, and then when he actually has his loss, it would really be impactful. And I don't know, having this conversation, like, even it makes it really apparent how the performances carry that film. But kudos to Dwayne Johnson for doing a good job. Like, the guy can actually do something besides just be himself. Amazing.
It's probably not outside his acting range because he's playing a roided up psycho, and he is a roided up psycho. So it's probably not much of a stretch in terms of acting.
Well, yeah, he understands the mentality of the person he's playing, so he can fit right in there, you know.
Yeah,
but he is good. Though. It's a good performance. And who plays the girlfriend's Emily
Blunt.
That's it. Yeah. She's good.
Yeah, she's good.
I was just looking at like the movies that did come out in October, and like Chainsaw Man's really the only big one that actually made like a killing at the box office for the month.
I think Black Phone 2 was a commercial success because its budget was like
based on the budget.
Yeah, based on the budget. But there was just nothing. Like, the one that was supposed to carry everything was Tron Ares, which fell flat on its face because it's a bad movie in a franchise that wasn't known as a box office juggernaut. So what are you going to do? Like, why the fuck would you expect this movie to blow up when none of them before have?
What's interesting, as Vex is saying, Chainsaw Man was the only one that made profit. And the month before, it was Demon Slayer, which are both Japanese animes. And not just that, they are like movies to TV shows. So you have to watch a TV show to watch the movie.
Yeah.
And they're way more profitable than all these movies coming out in Hollywood.
That's just where the audience is. Like, I really do, like, because we've discussed like why Tron Ares failed, I think, on a previous BSUP already. But like people that are making these movies really have just an outdated idea of what the market is demanding right now. Like, the people they want in the theaters are young people, and because like that's what all young people do. You have nothing else to do, so you go to the fucking movie theater, you go to the mall. That's still a thing that kids do, right?
Yeah.
And they don't understand that kids, like, this shit doesn't appeal to kids anymore. Kids don't watch Marvel movies. They don't watch shows.
Nope.
People in our age group watch that shit because that's what we grew up with. But even we're fatigued from it now because it's been a mixture of too much output as well as terrible quality output, right? Kids just want to watch anime, and they want to watch fucking streamers like light themselves on fire and shit. Like, I've been watching Marcus the Worm lately. Like, it's just a worm that says weird fucking shit in VR, and it's comedy gold. I would love to see Marcus the Worm in cinemas, man. Just like
they don't know how to grow and transition with their audience either. Like, take the MCU.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
they had a whole bunch of like young kids and teenagers that grew up with the MCU, and now they're old enough and they're growing out of it, and they're still trying to make that same schlock, rather than like understanding that their audience is older now and transitioning into things that are much more mature, like how they did Logan and some of the other more like, you know, potent MCU projects or just Marvel projects in general. Just understand, like, Logan for me was like, man, this is such a treat because I know this isn't going to happen very often in terms of you know, like iconic characters getting a proper ending, and it's because they understood that character and had respect for him. But all the others aren't going to get. You know
what's weird? the woke era feels like the nuclear holocaust, and we're all coming out of the bunkers and rediscovering fire. Like people are going, ooh, big tits sell. Ooh, people like straight romances and games. Because has anyone played Dispatch?
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't played it.
It's like the most basic storytelling. It's a bland MC self-insert, and he has to pick between a big-titted blonde or a feisty Latina. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is revolutionary!" When this used to be normal.
Yeah, we're rediscovering humanity.
It's like coming out the woke era. It's kind of like nuclear winter. It's covered everything in shit, and now we're coming out the bunker and going back to the basics that kind of built film and entertainment in general.
It's a shame. Got to discover the wheel all over again. And when it comes, a lot of this shit should just be obvious, but it seems very difficult for Hollywood.
Like as much as we want to shit on Minecraft, like the Minecraft movie was fucking terrible, but goddamn was it a movie that understood its core audience. And that's why it was fucking terrible.
Fucking idiots, but yeah.
That's why there's like
idiots.
Yeah, the amount of children that watch fucking anime, like it's kind of strange because I watched Naruto in high school and now I'm teaching kids in like 4th or 5th grade that are watching Naruto. I'm like, oh, wow, that's strange. But like kids are watching anime more than they're like. I think the only other thing I hear children actually talk about, like as a show, is Wednesday. That's about it. I don't think. And then when it comes to movies, like all they like Sonic the Hedgehog. They won't shut the fuck up about Sonic the Hedgehog, all 3 of those movies.
Are they all
and then
autistic?
I mean, all children are artistic at this point, right? So, yeah, that's just what kids like, man. And all those movies make a killing, or the viewership numbers are really good. So,
well, you're describing kids moving on from things real quickly, but there's also the fact that like to this day, you're still going to see little kids walking around with like Spider-Man stuff and whatnot. And I had them when I was a kid. It's just there's certain things that are always going to appeal. And
you know what's
the reason
funny?
Keep coming back.
Because I kept asking, because it was Halloween, right? So I kept asking, like, oh, what are you guys dressing up as, right? And there's usually like a whole bunch. Again, just keep in mind this is a small sample size of about 40 children, okay, of varying ages. But usually there's some sort of superhero in there. It's usually Batman or Spider-Man. Spider-Man's usually the more popular one because he's a teenager, right? And nobody cares about Spider-Man. Like kids don't fucking care about Spider-Man anymore at all. Like even the ones that didn't watch the movies and just played like the PlayStation games, they don't care about Spider-Man anymore.
Do you think that a part of that is Tom Holland's Spider-Man, the reimagination of Spider-Man that Tom Holland did basically didn't have the same impact as Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, like the real story?
I think it's more trends kids follow. Like when Squid Game came out, every kid dressed like Squid Game. Now none of them do. It's immediately forgotten about. If it's not in the zeitgeist, it gets forgotten.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have an anecdotal story too. I was telling someone about how, Marvel movies have completely lost their audience, including kids. And then we met their next door neighbor and their little kid came out and she was like, do you watch Marvel movies? Because he reviews them. And he was like, I used to like them, but they suck now. So I don't watch them. I'm like, that's I just told you. There you go.
With the amount of choice you have, they pick up and drop shit like it's nothing.
They do. And I guess it's made even worse that like all the content is kind of starting to blend together because it doesn't even matter what genre you're in. Every movie is almost the same in terms of being just a strict formula. It's not creative. So nothing actually sticks with these kids long term. Minecraft does because Minecraft is just like an open world, right? You can bend anything you want to the Minecraft gods and you'll get it. So it leaves an impression on a kid, especially when you're, those prime creative.
Go home and still play it. Like they're still playing Minecraft. Like again, Spider-Man. When the next Spider-Man film comes out, and depending on how awful it is, which it sounds like it's gonna be, kids will start wearing Spider-Man again.
No, I don't think they care about a Spider-Man movie.
Well, I was gonna say, like you mentioned, Squid Game, Spider-Man. I think it still comes down to quality because Squid Game season 1, it wasn't just the fact that the masks were funky and unique. Season 1 was awesome. A lot of people really enjoyed season 1, and season 2, the fall off. It wasn't that there wasn't an aesthetic that they can't follow. It's just season 2 wasn't as good as 1. And
I think that's adults. Because Minecraft, everyone was walking around with chickens and stuff, and that had nothing to do with quality. That was just Minecraft. That was just brand. Same with Barbie. Barbie was brand recognition. It was
That is
just
true.
it was a cultural moment.
And it's the thing that kids are incredibly fickle and they are incredibly swayable. And like the zeitgeist effect is more pronounced among kids than it is amongst anybody else. I wouldn't be if the Spider-Man movie comes out and it does really, really well and everybody goes to see it, then kids will dress up as Spider-Man again because all their friends went to see it. And that's what kids make decisions based on, basically. It's like, do my friends have it or not? If they do, it's cool, so I will do it. If they don't, it's not cool, so I won't. So kids are a barometer up to a point, but they are persuadable. You just have to give them something that's worth investing in. Minecraft kind of didn't give them that, but it was at least parasitizing off something that did, because the game is still incredibly popular.
After the Phantom Menace came out, every kid in my neighborhood suddenly had a lightsaber. It's just it is what it is. It's how it works.
I remember there was like a number of years, regardless of whether we had a Marvel movie or a Spider-Man movie or a Spider-Man game, where kids just liked Spider-Man, right? Like that was just always a character that everyone knew, regardless of whether you watched or played or all of that stuff. And then suddenly Spider-Man just kind of left the zeitgeist for children. That's where my kind of evidence is coming. Like we used to be the thing that I'd see kids doodle about, or like they just couldn't stop talking about like this Spider-Man game that they talked about, or that they were excited for this Spider-Man thing, and then they'd keep talking about it and keep fixating on it, like Sonic. But Sonic fans are
Sonic has the movies which are really popular, and it makes the games really popular, but Spider-Man doesn't have. I mean, comic books lean older now. The movies definitely lean more towards us in our like fucking 30s.
Right.
And the cartoons are basically non-existent. They had the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but that's on Disney Plus, and like who knows what the viewership numbers were for that. So
when was the last Spider-Man movie?
2021.
21. 4 years ago.
Home?
Yeah,
so 4 years is like half a child's life.
Yeah.
So it's like, remember when I was half my age and that movie came out? No, because we're 8 years old.
Well,
4 years for a kid is like 18.
That's almost one school to another. You go from like primary school to secondary school, or however what the American version is.
We had 2 Spider-Man games though come out after that, and every kid's got a fucking PS5.
They sucked. The first
one
was
but they were talking about them.
One.
Right? They kept playing them. That's the difference, right? Is like they fixated on it for years. It didn't matter if the story was good or the characters are good. They just liked Spider-Man. They don't talk about Spider-Man anymore.
But you have Demon Slayer replacing it. Like there's only so much room in the pop culture. Like Taylor Swift takes up like a major part of the music industry. It's the same thing. Like Demon Slayer, kids have got that. They've got Chainsaw Man. They've got anime to gravitate to. So we used to have like superhero shows back in the day. Like you had Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Batman, the animated series. Now you just have Demon Slayer instead. And that's like one of the most successful films ever.
I mean, it was even better than that for us, because we all grew up more or less in the 90s, early 2000s, and we had the best of both worlds. We had American like superhero cartoons. We had Cartoon Network putting out their stuff. And then we also got the anime that was coming in. We got Dragon Ball Z, we got Sailor Moon, Cardcaptor Sakura, Pokemon, Digimon. We got all of those. So we had the best of both worlds happening. Now these kids only know one world.
And it was every week.
A very limited world.
Every week, every person would watch Dragon Ball Z. And we'd all talk about it, and we have to wait another week. And you had it every week non-stop for years in a row. Now you have a TV show. You have to wait 2 years for the next Stranger Things to come out.
I think it's 3 years this time.
It's 3.5, I think.
Like you look at like Star Trek. They used to do 24-hour-long episodes, and you'd have a 3-month break, 6-month break in between seasons.
Well, actually, is that okay? Because I do have a question about that. Does that just boil down to like there were different standards and different metrics that cable TV studios would work with?
Everyone watched cable then, so
it's
streaming is different.
So it's easy to plan out. Okay.
They were very cheap. So Star Trek being a really good example of that. Even like The Next Generation, which had a fairly chunky budget by Star Trek standards at the time, it's got one primary set, and then a bunch of, again, quite cheaply manufactured B sets and C sets and things that you would use for specific episodes. But given the amount of time that you spend on the one main set, the Bridge of the Enterprise, not a huge amount of CGI work that goes into it, quite clearly different from the standards you'd expect of a movie. It was easy for them to do that comparatively because they didn't have to spend that much time and effort actually getting all the effects right because the strength was in the writing for that show.
Right.
Whereas now the expectation for streaming shows is that they have to be almost box office events like a movie. They have to have movie standard special effects, movie standard stars, movie standard scripts, which are fucking awful. And so they cost a huge amount and they take ages to put together because the amount of VFX work that goes into Stranger Things season whatever the fuck is going to be roughly comparable to what went into Avengers Endgame, probably.
Jeez.
But there's also a strange thing of you make one season and that's just a pilot for the rest of the show. So there's no connecting story afterwards. And then they go, right, now that we've got the first season done, we can make the other 4. But by the time they haven't written the story for them, because why bother putting the work in if you don't get picked up?
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about the special effects standard. That's very true because every show really tries to go for movie quality now. That's wild.
I just looked it up. The reported budget for Stranger Things season 5 is north of $400 million.
That's fucking insane.
That's nuts. That's just that's foolish when they know that there's going to be a big dip in the interest in the fan base because of what happened with Cavill. Like you should just have to force, you know.
If we're talking about Stranger Things, fuck it. This topic is hilarious. Millie Bobby Brown files bullying complaint against David Harbour.
You know, it's strange. She looks very similar to his age.
I was fucking just thinking the same thing. They look like they can date.
Looks like his wife is divorcing him.
He looks younger in this picture, and she's for some reason just pushing 40. Like that's crazy.
She's
to me.
21, isn't she?
21.
Why is Gen Z aging so poorly?
I know.
Because they will stop drinking.
You know, it's actually a combination. You know, I couldn't answer the Taylor Swift thing, but I can answer this. Okay. Literally, if you're 14 or older now, you are getting some sort of cosmetic work. Like, there's literally like I'm not even joking about this. There's high school students that are getting fucking fillers right now.
That is so fucked up. All just to not have sex.
So what people don't realize is that when you get a fill, it dissolves usually after like within 6 months it dissolves, and that's why you have to keep topping up. But every time you put that under the skin layer, it stretches out the skin and it ages you prematurely. So that's why Millie Bobby Brown, despite being less than half the age of David Harbour, looks the same age as him because she's been getting probably fillers since she was 16 or 17. You can actually tell because her forehead doesn't crease at all when you see her laugh, and you don't see any crease lines around her eyes when she laughs as well. So she's gonna look fucking haggard in 4 years.
What did she do?
I don't understand the lip filler. Why do women want to look like ducks or something?
Yeah, it's only attractive to other women because men do not like that shit. It is so off-putting.
I mean, the Botox stuff is the same thing.
If you have nice lips, that's great. But if you don't have the best lips in the world, a man's not gonna fucking like turn you down because of that. Like, nah, her lips weren't big enough, bro. It doesn't usually work that way.
Your lips aren't half your face, then no man's interested.
Exactly.
What the
but then you go the other direction of just pumping your face full of junk, and you look like a fucking retarded duck. Like, why would anyone want to?
What's the girl from The Boys who's had that cheek? What's that? The hollow out the cheeks.
Fat removal or whatever it is.
Starlight is the character. I can't remember her name though.
Yeah,
Erin something, I think.
Moriarty.
Moriarty.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they hollow out the cheeks and it makes them look like they're like starving Africans or something. Like no one's giving them a meal.
It's the model glaze. So that was like what the Hadids did. Bella Hadid's really like popularized that more than the other one. It's the model chic because they all do the same makeup contouring that supermodels do, but supermodels are only able to do that because they have no fucking body fat whatsoever. So the face naturally curves into that. But then these women don't realize that once they hit 30 and their collagen production has basically gone into the negative, they look like skeletons now because they remove that fat.
This is so interesting. It's like they're trying to get the look of the models without putting in the discipline with the diet that models have to do, because for all the shit that models get, they still have to stay in fantastic shape and take care of themselves to make sure they can keep the standards for that shit is insane, right? And what this is starting to remind me of is like how you said it's more ubiquitous now. that's kind of like steroids. How steroids in the 80s and 90s used to be really underground, and where now every kid in high school probably can get one if they have the right connection easily. And then they're trying to get that physique as quick as possible without putting in the work of the people who in the past who actually knew what they were doing. It's very similar. People just trying to take shortcuts for anti-aging or bodybuilding, whatever it is. But it's no whichever one you're doing, it's just gross, man. It's the mentality of the person,
You start looking like Frankenstein because it's abnormal.
Yeah.
It's not like Salma Hayek lives the life. It's why she looks great despite being old. But that comes at a cost. She goes to bed early. She eats really good food. She doesn't drink or do drugs. She lives a boring life, but she's in amazing shape.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie, you can see she's starting to hit the wall a bit. The cracks are coming in.
But she still looks great.
She looks great. Yeah.
She's going to be fucking hot for the next 30 years for sure. But in terms of youthfulness, I know she's starting to crack.
Yeah.
But,
that comes with age.
No, I'm saying she will not. And well, this is the problem. A lot of attractive girls do this. When their looks start going, they then shave their head or get piercings because it's some weird way of trying to regain control over the aging process.
Yeah.
What was that? Florence Pugh did it a little bit. I mean, she's not even that old, but she painted her hair orange and got nose piercings.
Oh, I mean, hold on. In Florence Pugh's case, she got out of a long-term relationship and then started doing that
and
shit.
Went crazy.
What's Macy Williams' excuse? She just went fucking nuts after. What's happening to her?
She was probably raped by a producer or something. That might be it.
But women want to regain control, and they usually do that by mutilating themselves.
I mean, that used to be the trend. That used to be the trend, but the trend now is just injecting a whole bunch of fucking shit into your face because it's so cheap to do now. It used to be something that only if you were in the top or the upper middle class you could afford this, but it can cost $70 to $80 to get Botox or filler top-ups now. It's really affordable.
See, when it's that affordable and it's that easy to have access to, people aren't going to care about the research. Like people who did Botox 20 years ago, I guarantee you they put more thought into it and it probably costs more, right?
The research now is showing what it actually does to, because now they was it last year, the year before, because they've been switching out fillers into facelifts are coming back into the zeitgeist, right? That's what Lindsay Lohan did because. Look at Lindsay Lohan 3 years ago and look at her now. She's fucking stellar facelift, right? But what they were doing is because the Botox trend was starting to fall out over the last year or two, is they invented it's a dissolving agent, right? But nobody reads the studies on it. So the dissolving agent doesn't just dissolve the filler, it dissolves all of the natural collagen that your body is producing as well in that area. So all of that skin is sagging twice as much as it was before just the filler alone dissolved.
So it's we've got this natural thing. It's called acid.
Right. It's oh god, it's a fascinating rabbit hole to go down. But this is why combine this with the fact that Gen Z is basically all vaping and that shit's fucking terrible for you.
I know they're not drinking and that's healthier for them, yet they're vaping.
Right.
Christ.
Right. So they're aging in that regard, and then they're just being pumped with all of these fucking fake foods and shit because of all these weird food trends that hit the internet. Because that's why they do this Botox shit, right? It's a trend on the internet, so I have to do it now as well.
Everything's backwards. Does anyone know about who the British Nick Fuentes?
No,
because basically British one. I can't remember his name, but
is it me?
No, it's funny because everything's backwards now. He leaked a footage online of him recording his parents. He got into an argument with them, and he's a gay guy, and his parents are fine with that, but they're not fine with him being right wing. So it's no son of mine is going to be a right wing person. You can be gay, and I'm totally cool with that. But get out of my house because you're the wrong political. You've got the wrong politics.
That's
it's
so
backwards
strange.
from the 60s. He's fine with him being gay, but he's not fine with him being right wing. It's so weird. Everything is just twisted nowadays.
To be fair, if any family member of mine was Nick Fuentes, I'd also kick them out on the street very rapidly. But I mean, I guess there's a sliding scale.
But it's the rules of just fucking the past 20 years of just fucking everything. Nothing means anything anymore. It's because of the internet.
It is, yeah. Anyways, this bullying complaint though.
The topic.
Yeah.
I
tried to find like the actual document, and no one can really confirm like what exactly David did.
It's just like
season.
pages of bullying complaints. None of it's sexual in nature, by the way.
Yeah.
No suggestion of sexual impropriety, just bullying and harassment. And apparently Netflix did an extensive investigation. Didn't really find that he'd done very much wrong. And obviously the story has only come out after Stranger Things season 5 has wrapped filming, which just seems very convenient. And I don't know. I mean, he is a weird fucker. He married Lily Allen. You have to be insane to do that. However, I don't know. You see lots of these stories that sort of suspiciously come out, usually started by young, ambitious women who don't necessarily have any evidence to back up their claims. And my instinctive response these days is just to sort of doubt until uncontrovertible evidence emerges.
Exactly.
And also, sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna add, it's actually worse than just like Stranger Things ending, and now it's time for it. So Lily Allen put out a new album, her first album in 7 years, earlier this month. She and David Arbor are in the midst of a divorce. And basically the entire album is about how scummy and weird and unfaithful this guy was. Like, he tried to pressure her into an open marriage. There's some really creepy shit that he says about their house. He had a separate home in I think it was New York or something like that, where he would like regularly bring women. It was confirmed that he was having a 3-year relationship with like a stylist or whatever, and she was the one that he would bring there most often. There was 10 years ago, there was a chick that he may or may have not had a relationship with that jumped to her death from his apartment building while he was in Toronto on the press tour for Black Mass.
I just Googled that. Didn't someone like throw themselves out a fucking window or something?
Right. And then like
God.
nobody did any further investigation on that. He's diagnosed bipolar on top of all of this. Like, so it's just like more like Lily Allen got the ball rolling, and then it feels like Millie Bobby was like, oh, the show is done and he's already been thrown under the bus. Let me pile on there.
No, it's perfect, like the narrative is already there.
Well, what's the weird thing is with Lily Allen, she's not great either, because as she released that song, he was in, I think, Disney with her kids while she was still in London.
Yep.
So why would you divorce someone and go, yeah, you can look after my children for the weekend?
The cheating thing is just funnier because like Lily Allen does not have a stellar dating record. Like, there's been multiple instances where she's been the woman that other people have cheated with, or she's been the mistress. So like to suddenly be upset about this shit when it happens to you. But yeah, the open relationship, apparently it wasn't in the agreement. There you go. So it was considered cheating. I don't fucking know.
That's normally how all those things end up.
Has there ever been an open relationship that didn't end in just like grenades?
Right.
Like, it's just
come on now. I love that. I do love that this guy is a socialist, though. I love millionaires who are socialists. It's my favorite thing. It's like after I've made it and accumulated all my wealth, I don't want to give away any of mine, but the idea of it. It's just really
other people should. We need to change society to make it more fair on all those people who don't have multi-million-pound record deals. I could just write a check to the government, because all governments allow you to do that, and just give away my own wealth. But no, because it's not really about me and my wealth. It's about what I think other people should do with theirs. Fuck off.
The millionaires versus billionaires is equally hilarious. Like, I'm a multi-millionaire, but I really don't like billionaires. Shut the fuck up.
There's the Bernie Sanders thing, right? It's like millionaires are a plague on our world. It's like, oh, but now you're a millionaire, Bernie. Yes, so that's right. Billionaires are a plague on our world.
But it's getting to the point now where like they're going after Elon Musk and going, trillionaires are the real problem.
Fucking A. Well,
I think it's easy to call bullshit on this, pretty much. So yeah,
it's the end of their career. So like, what's she got after this?
50s,
I don't know.
That's pretty much.
She's got another Enola Holmes movie, maybe.
I've watched
hitting
both
age 50 is what's next for her.
That's it.
But she doesn't seem to particularly. I think she said previously, like, she doesn't watch movies. She doesn't watch other people. Like, she's not very interested in the whole acting thing. She just gets paid to turn up and do the same thing in virtually everything she's in.
Yeah, she got caught up in the Stranger Things thing because she was an adorable kid who can cry, and then somehow that took over a big portion of her life, and now she doesn't know what to do.
She's set for life though now, so she could just retire if she wanted to after
Yep.
Stranger Things. To be honest,
What was she was in that terrible movie with Chris Pratt.
The
the
Electric
Electric
State.
State.
Yeah, that
She
was
was in
Also
awesome.
in Damsel, which was terrible.
Damsel.
Godzilla 2016 or whichever one. The
Yeah,
sequel
she was
to
in
the
one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, they
and she
kicked
was
her
just
out.
crying and
She's-
screaming. Same
Yeah,
shit.
she's not in the new ones, and I think that's it now. I think she's being Jennifer Lawrence. She's kind of being pushed away.
I thought Jennifer Lawrence is the reason Jennifer Lawrence got pushed away.
Well, the problem is she was sucking Harvey Weinstein off, and he went to jail. So
Gotcha.
so her tie to Hollywood. So what is the film she plays? The new one. She plays an older woman being paid to have sex with a younger man. Which
What?
probably it's a comedy film about a guy
Oh,
losing
No
his
Hard
character.
Feelings.
Yeah, she goes full frontal in that, by the way, which I didn't.
Not for the
complain
first
about.
time.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that her thing? Like,
No, that isn't her thing.
No, but
She
I mean,
doesn't-
she went like full on, like everything was out.
yeah, you could see some clam in
We've
that movie.
already seen it. You look at the photos that got leaked. We've all
The
seen it.
fappening. Yeah, the fappening.
That was what a weird thing that was. Just went all these celebrities just have their nudes posted online, and then it just never got talked about afterwards.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Why
it
did
is
so
quite a
many of them
time.
go? You know what? Whilst I'm sucking his dick, I'll take a picture and then I'll post it online. Why would you take a picture of you doing that?
Like years ago, Scarlett Johansson did it too.
All of them
Yeah,
have done it.
They all do it. Yeah.
It's the
just a thing.
posting online part. Like, I can get people like wanting to be freaky and take pictures. That makes sense. But like, it's just risking posting it online for people to see.
But
it.
not
No,
if you're
that-
not if you're
no.
sucking dick for a job.
Yeah,
No,
Like,
that's-
it's fine if it's a
that's the
couple,
Destiny
but it's
thing.
like,
Like the whole
I'm
Destiny.
sucking-
Oh
Yeah, it's like
god.
Destiny.
Yeah, that video. That was like, what the fuck? How would you ever let this see the light of day? You freak? Like, what are you
No,
doing?
he showed it to people. He was like, "What do you think of this, eh?"
The
Oh,
the
God.
the fappening thing didn't happen because like people were looking to blackmail. It was something to do with I think it was like Apple. If you had like a specific Apple account and then it got hacked and it turned out that all of these celebrities were using that kind of software and they were able to get like that's how the fappening happened. So
Yeah,
these
like
were
they-
personal
like-
images that end up getting hacked.
It's fine if like you want to, take pictures of your partner, but it's like, right, I'll suck this producer's dick. I'll then take a
And film
picture
it.
and upload it to the cloud. I want to make sure this definitely doesn't disappear. Like my phone doesn't break. I don't want to lose this memory of sucking cock for a roll.
It's so yeah. It's
Like
bizarre.
why would you want that? That's something you'd want to forget. Being
That's a good
gangbanged
point.
by a bunch of Jewish producers is not
Hold
something
on, were
I would
there-
want to remember.
Were there gangbang photos in there? I don't remember that in the fappening.
Oh, we don't even know half the stuff. That's only
Okay.
what Apple released.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was because I remember just being like, oh, these are just like a bunch of celebrities that took nudes while they were in relationships. And I remember thinking, like, damn, like Nicholas Holt is a lucky fella if that's what he's banging every night. Like, goddamn.
I'd never
Anyways.
heard of this. The
Anyway.
fappening. Yeah, I have to look into that afterwards.
It was such a cultural phenomenon, actually. Like, there were entire databases that popped up on the internet because of the fappening.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I'm pretty sure the website is still up too. Just put on incognito and find it.
Well, now what is the thing they do now? They use AI deepfake,
Yeah.
and then there's been loads of
Oh,
lawsuits over
Jesus.
that.
Yeah, holy
That's
fuck.
so
We're-
creepy.
it's coming to an end. Like the idea that you can see a video and treat it for what it is. We're gonna have to be worried about AI constantly in the future. It's just frustrating. Like this is
That
the
was
end.
strange. Deepfake came, it was everywhere, and now no one really does deepfake anymore. Everyone kind of just like AI.
Mhm. They should have fucking put AI Henry Cavill's face over this fucker, man. Because that's the only way this season had any hope.
Oh, yeah, this
I don't
was
know-
Yeah,
I don't know
this
what
isn't
they're
doing so well. Oddly, only 21 people have reviewed it professionally, and it's only at 62, and it's going down. And goddamn, that audience score is hateful. Hateful.
It's
the-
atrocious.
Is the
Has anyone
audience
seen it?
for? Oh no. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched the whole season, and Netflix released a movie called The Rats on the same day, which was the spin-off show that got cancelled. They took what was left, compiled it into one movie, and stealth released it behind The Witcher. And it's supposed to be a
Dang.
prequel, but the very beginning of it is after the events. But season 4, I can easily sum it up. It's literally Geralt spends the entire season heading down south. Then on the 7th episode, Yen goes, "Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that." And he goes, "Oh." And that's it. That's all Geralt does all season. She goes, "Ciri isn't down south." And he goes, "Oh."
Dang.
That's Geralt's entire arc that season. He spent 7 episodes traveling and then realized it was for nothing.
You can't see it because of the chat overlay, but its user score on Metacritic is 1.7, overwhelming dislike.
Is
Hold on. You just called this, the chat overlays got bigger.
Yeah, it gave me more options today.
Oh, so the one time when we actually needed it to be smaller, it enlarged and engorged itself.
Sure did. Yeah, it actually gave me there are more options now.
Oh,
so this is the one I chose.
StreamYard's managing to finally arrive in the year 2010. It's great.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have a question though. Is that Metacritic score? Can you post
Metacritic
like
score is 59%, based on 15. So they have 15. Rotten Tomatoes has 21 covered so far.
Are the reviews for that lower score though more of the quality, or it's strictly because Henry is gone?
So I watched a few reviews on this, but I didn't watch the show, and it does seem like stuck in 2020 girl boss central type of shit. So
so it's still the show
seemingly about the quality, the quality of the show.
Well,
yeah, like
that was my
basically-
issue from the beginning. Like I watched season 1, I saw 1 episode or 2, and I just like, why is The Witcher not in the show? Like it doesn't make any sense. It felt like he was not getting enough screen time, and it really pushed me off from the beginning. Because you need to establish your key characters. Your protagonist is like, that's your the binding force to get you hooked onto the story. And if you're just jumping back and forth all over the place without having any proper structure, it's frustrating. And the show's called The Witcher. You can't do that.
Right. We were talking.
Sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, we were talking about earlier how TV shows used to like it'd be one season and then they'd start working on the second, and now it's like one season to set up all the other seasons. That's what season 1 of Witcher was. I was genuinely baffled why people thought this first season was so good when they're literally just setting stuff up to have multiple seasons.
You just described Alien Earth. Nothing happened. Their ending was like no one would die. We need everyone to live, and the finale was one of the biggest nothing burgers I've ever seen. And they're so confident that they're gonna get a season 2 because there's nothing that's wrapped up. It's weird.
Well, so this season's worse because not only are you repeating the storyline of we need to find Ciri for the 4th time, because you've got The Witcher who does nothing, literally does nothing. There's even an episode of The Witcher where Geralt isn't even in. It's an entire Yen battle episode.
He gets Boba Fett.
So you've got like 4 groups, but mainly 3. So you've got like Geralt doing nothing for 7 episodes. You've got Yen organizing the main army and fighting Vilgefortz in a big, massive battle. But the worst thing is you've got Ciri, who's on her own. Well, she's joined a group called the Rats, and they are the most insufferable bunch of like gay Zoomer kids you've ever seen. Like stereotypical. Like they're like, you've got a black girl with like blonde hair dye. They thieve from people, but they pretend they're good. They act like they pretend to be like a Robin Hood gang, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, but they give to themselves and they're assholes.
Why does every show do some variation of that? Some Robin Hood bullshit gang, and it's always lame.
Yeah,
every single you just maybe reminded me of like so many different times I've seen that in the last couple of years, and it's always crap. They can never do it properly.
Ironheart being a very good example.
That's the one I was thinking of, the most recent one. Yeah,
that's exactly it. Imagine Ciri with is Ironheart, and she's with that gang. That's her subplot. The best thing, though, I will say, is at the very end of the season, this guy comes up and just murders them all, and I was just like, "This is amazing!" Like he cuts her girlfriend's head. Oh, Ciri's in a lesbian relationship, and it's basically half of what she does is crying to her girlfriend, and the other half is the rats being pieces of shit, and that's all you really alternate between.
It's nice when I was just gonna say it's nice when a director can have an understanding of the characters not working and give the audience a satisfying, like just brutally kill them instead, because sometimes that's just the best option, right?
But the problem is, they think people love the rats and their death is so tragic, and I was just going, die, you bastards. That's the thing. So you've got two mega girl boss plots, and then Geralt doing nothing. And then you've also got like Amir going, who's supposed to be this unbelievably intelligent Machiavellian character, but he's a fucking idiot. Also, you've got King Radovid, who again is another very clever character. All he does is mope around, and he's crying because his gay lover Jaskier left him. And he's going,
oh wait, yes, is he the incredibly irritating bard character?
Yes.
Is he still in it?
He's still in it, and he's worse.
No.
And the character you mentioned before that, he's supposed to be like a genius character, and he's portrayed like an idiot, right?
Well, there's two of them. There's two genius rulers. Emir var Emrys from Nilfgaard, who's a fucking idiot, and then Radovid, who's also an idiot, but he's crying. Like, his country's being invaded, and he won't do anything because his boyfriend has left him. He's going, sir, we need to fight Nilfgaard, and he goes, where's my boyfriend? It is so... And then, because they can't write characters, he finally meets Jaskier and he goes, come, run away with me. And he goes, no, that's fucking stupid. And he goes, right, if you won't run with me, I'll turn evil and crazy. And that's it. He just changes like that. Radovid goes from a mopey, drunk loser to, oh, I'm really clever and I'm evil now. Because the writing is that shit.
Where's Geralt in all this?
Well, he's just traveling down south, and like everyone's teleporting up and down the continent. He is literally moving like a slug. It takes him forever to cross a river, and when he finally crosses it, Yen shows up and goes, "Oh, you've been wasting your time." And he goes, "Oh, okay." That's literally Geralt's arc.
This sounds fucking gay.
There's another bit. Oh, he's even a gay bit. So there's literally a scene, because they're trying to waste time with Geralt. There's an entire episode where everyone just sits around a campfire and just gives massive exposition dumps of each other's backstories. And then Jaskier breaks out, I'm not joking, into a Disney song. Like something from Aladdin.
Are you making this up right now? Like
horrible. What the fuck?
I'll take a screenshot. He breaks out. It's super colorful. He's singing, like going, "Ooh, oh god, I just want to fucking kill myself." When I was watching it, I'll show you a picture of it when I get it up. But it's just fucking awful. That's the thing as well. Vilgefortz is a retard. Yen's a retard. Everyone around them is stupid. Like, she has the big battle with Vilgefortz in the thing, and she easily beats him and tricks him. And he goes, "Should we kill him right then and there?" "No, I must read his mind." You go, "Why? What's the point? Just shoot him in the head." And then the only reason she does that, it's so when she reads his mind and learns nothing, she falls over and Vilgefortz runs away. Like, it's like the contrivances are everywhere. The pacing is atrocious. The dialogue is so modern. Like, there's a girl in the rats that going, "Fuck off! Are you mental?" I'm like, who talks like this?
I just sighed a big sigh.
Yeah, it's just I've just finished watching. So like, there's so much shit to unpack, but like, so much happens and so little happens at the same time. It's just. The pacing, it feels rushed and also incredibly slow, because some subplots are doing everything and some are doing absolutely nothing.
I'm always tempted to check it out, but I don't think I've seen anything post season 1, and I don't think I can be fucked to go and watch the whole season 2.
It's just the state of fantasy. The state of fantasy right now is just Willow, Blood Origin, all these other things. It's just consistently garbage. They don't have a clear vision. And when they have source material like The Witcher does, they fuck around and do this shit instead.
And the world building is so terrible because, as you've pointed out, it's when you have people who all diverse. They all talk the same. They all dress the same. You can't tell which end of the continent they're on. Are they in Redania or Temeria or Nilfgaard or anywhere? You have absolutely no idea. And the problem is diversity and like a medieval setting are like they don't work because the mode of travel is fucking horse and carriage. But that's the present. You have no idea what's going on or where they are. You have no sense of location or time. Like a Nilfgaardian can go from the bottom of the continent to the top to Redania, and yet Geralt can't cross one fucking river in 3 hours.
It's fucking just, I don't know. Everything I'm hearing, it just makes me sad because I know this story had such potential, and we're like 4 seasons into it, and it just sounds like it's just falling off a cliff.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne, he's a good actor, but he's just not Regis. Like he's just like, ooh, he just plays kind of a gay guy like that. He's supposed to play like an upper gentleman, but he kind of come across a bit camp.
He was like campy in John Wick.
That's
what it feels like. Yeah.
Well, he's always been a little bit about like. Let's go back to the fucking Zion orgy speech. He knows how to get a little campy here and there.
Zion, hear me,
hear me. It's just whoa, minus 1,000 points.
Yeah, no aura there.
Yes. Jesus.
Damn. Well, our final topic today. Did anyone watch this show?
No. I watched the first episode. It was okay, but the problem is you've got the kids storyline, which was fine, but then there's the really stupid military base one.
Wait, can you give me a quick summary? Is it a repeat of the two stories, the story we've already seen, or are they doing some type of variation? Like, because I don't know why this show exists. I'm curious.
Well, it's kind of it's got a bit of a the ending is a bit surprising because at the very beginning, kid dies in a car, and then it's to set it up. So you've got two things. You've got a bunch of kids learn about it, and then at the very end of the episode, it kills like half of them. Absolutely eats them alive. And I went, oh, that was fun. But then you have the really stupid military base thing, and it's just all... And, like, there's a black pilot coming in from Korea, and everyone's going like, oh, well, we won't serve with a black guy and all that stuff, and it drags for a bit. And then right near the end of the episode, in the middle of a military base... 3 guys in like masks show up and try and kidnap him. Him and his friend fight them off. And then instead of running out and going, hey, we almost got kidnapped, they just kind of sit there going, hoof, hoof, that was lucky. Like 3 men in masks show up to kidnap you. You fight them off. You don't go, poof, you almost got raped then. You'd run out and alert the military, but they don't.
I think I'll actually check this out. Not The Witcher, because I'd have to start right from the beginning, but I'll actually go investigate this, I think.
Yeah, it's fine, the first episode, but it does seem like the spoilers. Has anyone seen the trailer? Because
I did see the trailer on fucking loop last night. God damn.
You've got the magic stone kryptonite that keeps Pennywise in prison. You've got the Native Americans who have held it for years. It does sound like it's going to be awful. It's going to turn to shit.
Wait, hold on. A stone keeps Pennywise at bay?
Several stones. So in the spoilers, it was he comes in a spaceship because he's an alien, I think. And then when he crash lands, they realize there's a bunch of kryptonite stones that keep him, that like contain him in a cell. And the Native Americans have been guarding these stones selflessly for generations.
This is literally Sailor Moon right now. This is Sailor Moon.
Until the white man come. And then the government are planning to use them for the Cold War. They want to use Pennywise against the Russians.
So wait, is this canon? Like, did they just ignore these fucking Sailor Moon stones the entire time in the movies? Just because it just seems like you could just make fun of him, call him a clown, like they did at the end of chapter 2, and you have this. Like, this guy sucks. Yeah. There's so many ways to beat him.
That's they're basically trying to Davy Jones him from Pirates of the Caribbean.
I kind of hate Pennywise because he doesn't make any fucking sense. I have no idea what he can and can't do. I barely know what the fuck his motive is most of the time. Like it's like wanting to scare kids, but then he kills adults randomly. Like I don't know what the fuck. I like balance in my villains. He's just
originally he never killed adults. He just every 27 years he wakes up. He's a shapeshifter. He loves scaring kids because they make them tasty, and
that makes sense. Scaring them to because they taste better that way. Like it's silly, but I can work with that. But like, chapter 2, he's just killing random people. So now you just broke the entire thing for me.
Well, it should never been a chapter 2. It should have just ended with chapter 1. Like once you're not afraid of him, you can't really do anything to him. He uses just fear. But when they're adults, you're not afraid of him. You beat him when you were a child. And then when he turned into that horrible CGI spider, what the fuck was that?
That's awful. Yeah. And suspension of disbelief. I don't have any because this takes place in Maine in the 50s and like way too many black people. I'm serious. Like 97 or 98% black in the 50s or white in the 50s.
What the story is.
Okay, see, this is what I mean. You guys mentioned this before. How they just have to shove them in for diversity to the point where it doesn't make any sense. They did it in the Rings of Power. They did it in so many other things. You know what show did it correctly? Game of Thrones. Fuck you, Chad.
Yep.
Because season 1 and 2, the two main black characters were Zoar Zoandoxis. He was like a rich merchant, and the other guy was Saladar San. He was a pirate. They were both self-made. They were rich, and it was a part of their character. It wasn't just like, oh, we have black people in there for whatever reason. It made sense for them to be in these areas because of what they've acquired, the riches and whatnot. And that is how it should be. So you can actually keep track. You're not just completely confused. Diversity is bullshit if it fucks up your world building.
It really is just there for diversity because Maine is like 94% white now in 2025. So imagine like 75 years ago. Get the fuck out of here.
So well, the story why there's so many black people is basically the guy goes, I'm bringing my family over, and what they're really trying to do is they're going, the real monster is not the shape-shifting clown that eats children, it's racism.
Okay, I don't want to watch it anymore, I think.
Because
this is like
sorry,
finish your thought.
I was saying because the adult storyline with the military base is where the show is really bad and makes no sense, and it's all where the racism is. The kids getting eaten are fine, but the problem is it's the first episode and half of them are dead. So I think that storyline's going to fizzle out.
Cringe, dude. Yeah, Nick has it. So cringe.
So hold on. Does this have such a stark contrast? Because everyone on Niat's stream yesterday was raving about the first episode. And I was wondering if everyone was like, are we back to doing cocaine? Is that mainstream now again? Because
it's fine. It's not amazing. Like everyone's saying it's the greatest thing. It's not. The CGI is kind of off-putting. Like he instead of the clown, he's like some weird demon baby.
What?
Yeah, he's just some demon baby flying around.
What I mean, I fucking hate Pennywise. Well, he doesn't make any sense. It's just there's no consistency.
Sir, you make no sense.
You can literally get away with that if you're Freddy Krueger because you're in a dream. Like you have the premise for it, but it like Pennywise, I just wish he was slightly more grounded.
Yeah, like he's just like it starts off like some kid who gets picked up in the car. He gets helped out by some black family. It literally adds nothing to the story. I think it's more just like, yeah, they're the good ones for some reason. Then he gets in a car and Pennywise is, I think he's everyone in the car, or I don't know what his powers are way more vague than they were in the movies. Because he gets in a car with 4 people and like, the woman in the middle of it, everyone starts acting crazy. Then the woman gives birth to a demon baby that flies around and starts attacking everyone in the car. And I was like, wait, are they being brainwashed or are they all Pennywise? Then when the kid covers his ears, everyone stops being attacked and then looks at him. So, and I was like, wow, but it's okay. It's, yeah.
God damn. I don't know. From that description, I don't know if I do want to waste my time with it.
I thought
because his powers don't make much sense. Like, is he hallucinating? Is he mind controlling? Is he everyone in the car and the car itself? Or you have to watch it for yourself and watch the first episode and see what you think.
All right.
I thought Pennywise was just like some interdimensional being. Like it's never really been fully established, like what the extent of his powers are, except for that. So that's kind of why he can do a lot of things. But don't quote me on that. Like that's just what my understanding has been.
Well, we know he can shapeshift, and we know he can make people see things that they don't want to see. Like when the sink fills up with blood, the parents can't see it, but the kid can. And like the picture book, when they go through the picture book and he's moving with all the moving pictures. So I think he has the power to like wasn't mind control a little, well, maybe not mind control, but he can make you hallucinate.
But
yeah,
I got no interest in
he's
this.
way too overpowered. He should just like kill everyone. But like he has to sleep every 27 years after eating like 4 kids. So his plan to use him against the Russians makes no sense. He'll kill 3 Russians, then go to sleep for 27 years.
The fuck?
I don't know. You know, when you did tell us that spoiler a couple weeks back, I was actually interested because I would like to see like the clown cinematic universe or some shit come to Derry. Like, you know, that would be funny. The Russians just start, you know, all these clowns from across various pieces of media just start fighting on behalf of the Russian government. Yeah. Right.
But even you're making me think of Art the Clown, where basically I've only seen the first one, but they keep it pretty mysterious in terms of what his abilities are. But they probably
not anymore.
What?
It's not really a mystery anymore. They're expanding way too much with Terrifier.
So is it a bit too much? Like, are they ruining it, or?
I don't think it's too much. Like, okay, basically the lore on Art was he was a serial killer in his human life. He's a serial killer in the first movie, more or less. Then he gets reincarnated by a demon, and that's why Terrifier 2 happens. But by the end of Terrifier 3, because Sienna is like his mortal enemy, like it's like a heaven versus hell sort of battle that was destined to happen. By the end of Terrifier 3, I believe he loses his demon power, so he's back to being human.
Who's his nemesis?
Does he do anything contradictive though? Or is
no,
his powers at least? That's the
he
thing.
doesn't do anything contradictive, but like you just have to really pay attention to the lore in terms of his enemies. So his enemy is this, I guess. Well, now she's like 25 because we jump ahead a little bit in time in between 2 and 3. But she's basically like she was destined to like be like basically a Valkyrie, more or less, like a warrior for God, and to kill Art, like the demon that resurrected Art.
I thought they were going to do like a Batman, like like Batman and the Joker.
Nah, I think they do a better job just doing it a standard like good versus evil. You don't have to get that deep into it. Yeah.
So, how many Terrifier films are there? 4?
3.
There will be 4 in total, I think. Well, if the 4th one's a success, I'm sure we'll get way more, but there will be a 4th. Yeah.
Damien Leone keeps flipping back and forth if 4 will be the last one or if they'll do 2 more or whatever. So, but for now, there's 3. Well, hold on. Okay. There's 3 main Terrifier films.
3 main ones, and then there's
All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve. Right.
And then there's the short film, The Ninth Circle, which was like Damien Leone's like first like film out of school, basically.
I was just checking. The same day Predator Badlands comes out, so does The Running Man, the remake.
No, they're a week apart.
Yeah, they're apart.
In the UK,
Christy,
it's the 7th.
Oh, yeah. Here they're a week apart. Christy comes out the same day as Predator Badlands, though.
You guys are getting Running Man a week early in the UK?
Let me double check. Let me double check. A few days. Actually, no, it's been moved to November 11th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So be pushed back 3 days. Sorry. God, that's gonna suck reviewing pair of
them. We do have a bunch of super chats to get to if you guys don't mind.
Sure.
To start out, our friend M8566 says, BSUP song when? Make it happen.
2032.
I like that. Yeah. It'll ruin the cold open.
Yeah, I feel like you get stuck on that. Like the cold open is a part of it now too, you know?
Yeah.
We could completely shake them to the format and do cold open and then randomly cut to intro music at some point in mid-conversation.
Hilarious, actually. M8566 says,
There we
which
go.
big battle episode of Game of Thrones do you think was the best and which was the worst? Also, what did Cynic think of the first 2 episodes? I'll still let you know.
We're
had
going to
a
need to
deal,
set a date
Cynic.
before 2032 for you to watch those.
Give me time.
Who wants to go first?
Hard Home.
I think Hard Home is one of the most epic in terms of the fact that it's one of the only battles in the whole series that wasn't set up. It's like it's like getting jump scared by a high budget battle. Like it comes out of fucking nowhere. The best one probably is the Watchers on the Wall. I literally injured myself reacting to the mammoths because I jumped out of my chair. Like to this day, my knee still like kind of tweaks. So it's like that's something I could never ever forget. One of the craziest battles.
War injury.
Yeah, war injury from watching Game of Thrones, legit. And the Battle of the Blackwater, Cersei's monologue, her talking shit to Sansa is fucking glorious. It's so good. It's just a queen who potentially is about to die, just getting drunk and talking all the shit she can before the end. Just like spilling all the beans. And
that was back in the days when, because the really fun thing about Battle of the Blackwater is that there's not much of a battle in it, but you know there's about, like, they show you just enough. Like, obviously, there's the big set piece with the wildfire, but then otherwise they show you just enough to let you know that stuff is happening. But actually, within the context of all the tension that drums up, then you get the really good stuff of that entire episode, which actually isn't the battle, it's the conversations around
it. All around it, even Tyrion.
That show used to be really good at doing that. Like, the number of times it would cut back and it's like, well, that was a really tough battle we just had off screen. But you're
like
not,
you're
not even annoyed at it, though, because it does it so well.
Tyrion getting knocked out. You remember that one?
You have the hound coming back, going "fuck the king." I'm not going back out there. And then that, like,
if anyone dies with a bloody sword, I'll rape their fucking corpse. Like he was completely on board before, but then
you have Joffrey going, "Does my mum need me?" And he runs off to his mum, and then like
so many things going on.
Tyrion's going, "Listen, don't fight for gold. You won't get any. They're gonna be. It's your houses they'll burn, and your women they'll rape."
For character work, that might be the best one. I forgot all the Joffrey stuff.
It is really good. There's a brave men out there. Let's go kill them.
Kill them. But even before that, the tactic that he uses is set up throughout the entire season because they know Stannis Baratheon's coming. He's an experienced commander, and they have this boy king who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So they have to figure out a way with one ship to take out like 100 ships. They take out, and the tactic they use is fucking brilliant. There's so many things going on. So it's between those three. You choose your pick, whatever.
The other question is which was the worst, right? So I'm thinking it's got to be one of the season 8 ones. Would be my guess. I mean, the Long Night, because it makes no sense and you can't see anything, and Arya kills the Night King.
Oh, the Long Night is one of the worst battles ever filmed. Battle of the Bastards is a spectacle, is satisfying, but it's written poorly when you look back at it. Like a lot of it makes no sense. It's still enjoyable. It's not like the Long Night where you want to fucking jump off a bridge and just burn yourself on fire, let yourself on fire on the way down. It's like the Long Night's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's between that and the Bells. You can go either way, whichever one broke your spirit.
Like the Battle of Blackwater, you have Varys going, "I hate the bells. They ring for horror. They ring for death." And then at the very end, Tyrion's going, "Ring the bells."
I know.
The even more direct one is the Davos on the ship in the Battle of the Blackwater says, "I've never known bells to mean surrender."
Yes.
And then fast forward, it's like the bells are ringing for surrender. What? Fuck's sake.
It's going through the series of having all the archers go knock, draw, loose. You see it 100 times anytime if someone shoots. And in season 8, they're literally yelling fire. That's how badly they fucked up all the tiny details. It's crazy.
Cynic, watch the episodes.
Okay.
There's a reason
we had a deal.
We just talked about The Witcher and how nothing makes sense. It's just fucking nonsense.
Reaper, I did you a favor. You're actually like in a group that chats now. It's a group chat.
I know. I don't like it. I'm social.
Very social. That's very social for you. It's good for you.
I know what's going on now, and I don't like it.
So there's your answer. They're phenomenal. They're even without context. There's still a lot of spectacle to them, and the best portrayal ever of giants in a battle. It's not even close.
Yeah.
That's one thing they just nailed.
Winner GS says, "Greetings, smooth talkers and giggle woman."
Thanks.
That's such a fucking great nickname.
Like Goofy.
TGB Monster says, "Hi everyone, welcome." And welcome TGB Monster.
Hello.
Toivo Carhonen sends in 50 big ones. Okay, now I have to know what was going on with Vex's sausage. Is the sausage okay? Is it hurt?
Yeah, we were worried, Vex.
Yeah, we never did get an answer to that question. What the fuck was going on with the sausage?
Okay, listen. Okay, my internet was literally committing suicide last week during the stream, so that's why I had to leave, right? And my mom came in to like ask me something or whatever, and I had cooked some sausages earlier, and like I forgot to mute myself, so I was like, "Wait, are my like sausages still out there?"
For all of us in the chat are trying to figure out, like, what happened to the sausage? Is it okay?
Yeah, that's it. The sausage was fine. It was quite delicious. That's all.
Of all the embarrassing things that could have happened, that's like the perfect, that's the best result.
It's like I wasn't hearing what you guys were talking about, like because that's how spotty my fucking internet was. Like it just sounded like a bunch of robots talking, but it was all 30 seconds delayed. So that's why I was just like, I thought I pressed the mute button before I talked. And yeah, anyways, so we're all good.
Good. Thank you for that super, Toivo. Kick the Ladder, I believe, sends in a super sticker that I can't see. So, but it is appreciated. Toivo sends in another idea for BSUP 100. Invite Grace Randolph on the show. You can discuss Star Wars.
I would love it if she came on. That would be so funny. Yeah. I'd be holding my headphones at least 6 inches away from my ears at all times, but it will be very funny.
That'd be totally nice. I have no beef with her whatsoever. I just think she's fascinating.
No, she's a strange specimen.
She really is. Yeah.
Sometimes she gets things weirdly right in a way that nobody else does, and sometimes she's just mad. Well, she's always mad, but sometimes she's completely wrong, and sometimes by virtue of being mad and wrong, she accidentally gets the right thing. Like she bailed on the Acolyte quicker than most people did. It's quite impressive.
That's a tough one.
TGV Monster says Predator and Commando are the best action movies ever. They are the ultimate best Chad energy movies ever. They want it is to be a man.
That's you got the first part right there. Commando is like such a goofy fucking movie.
It's goofy as fuck. I can barely
think it's but a better expansion on that. What do you think's like the best like portrayal of masculinity in a film? Like Aragorn is something. He's usually my go-to pick, like one of the best ones, but. Just this question's got that coming to my head.
Well, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, like Aragorn's probably the best because he's not just like a badass. He's also like quite wise and like a good ruler. Yeah,
he just go the balance. He nailed it.
If you just go in pure murderous masculinity, you go Predator.
Yeah,
the entire cast is full of that. Like excluding him, Aragorn is a perfect answer, and Predator is like. Almost like a group of macho men. Like, what do you think is another really, really good example?
Rocky.
That might be one.
Is a good one. Like,
yeah, I do love Rocky.
So it depends. It depends on how you qualify it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if it's Predator, first of all, hyper masculine. I agree with Aragorn in the fantasy sense, and then if you want to go like westerns, I would say Blondie, Clint Eastwood's Blondie from the
or Clint Eastwood in Unforgiven was fucking awesome.
That too, yeah. Actually, Clint Eastwood in any movie is
yeah, in any movie basically, but in Unforgiven, that was just fantastic. Everything about loyalty and honor and the revenge aspect of it is just fantastic.
There's not necessarily has to be macho, but just getting the balance of like Han Solo. That's a great example of getting that balance, like him coming back at the end and helping them at the end of A New Hope, and like just the way his whole arc plays out, finding that proper balance. And even one of my favorite examples of him, the line with him and Leia saying when she says "I love you" and he says "I know," that was correct me if I'm wrong on this, but he argued all day to be able to keep his version of the line instead of saying, "Oh, I love you back," or whatever the stupid gay version would have been. But understanding your character enough to maintain those elements, I think is really, really important.
You know what he should have done? When she said "I love you," he should have done it in like a petty voice, going "I love you," like a passion.
That's probably in one of the outtakes. That's got to be in there.
TGV Monster says, "You know what isn't Chad energy? The Witcher series. My expectations were low, but wow."
Yeah, it's half boring and half terrible.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people agree with you guys.
It's the worst season by far as well. Because just quickly, like Liam Hemsworth, he just phones it in. He's serviceable. He's like a McDonald's cheeseburger. You're not gonna be impressed by it, but you're not gonna be disappointed.
You get the sense he could have did a way better job had this been the first season and it was a fresh opportunity.
Yeah,
just being this is like a used condom. Like this is so fucking bad, man.
Yeah, he's a used condom, but the problem is he's also kind of got nothing to work with. So he's phoning it in, but he's also like smothered by the women around him. So it's like
women literally ruined that show. Jesus Christ, like women really did ruin that show.
Fuck.
And if you say that, you're a sexist. It's just so easy to just spin.
Well, I'm a woman. Hold on, let me change the photo. Hold on to make sure. Okay, there we go. Okay. I am a woman saying this.
There you go.
Joey Bag of Donuts says Vex Los Santos was used twice, San Andreas and 5.
Isn't it Los Santos County in San Andreas, and then they do Los Santos the city for GTA 5? It's been a hot minute since I played San Andreas, so I could be wrong in that, but I remember Los Santos being a county.
They also use Liberty City for 3 and which one's the one with Nico Bello? Yeah, 3 and 4.
But 3 and 5, if that's the case. Then Nico
3 and 5, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're massively expanded and they changed and altered.
Yeah, so it's not really the same. Like here, they're revisiting the exact same city. It's just now we're 30 years into the. We're jumping forward in time. Yeah,
it could still work. It's just whether or not like the team's there, because they're going, we're making sure you have a female character, and that best not be like the focus of it.
I mean, here, because I know
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying the writing was on the wall for me a few years ago because first of all, Dan Houser isn't at Rockstar anymore, so that's strike number 1. Strike number 2, I think it was either end of 2021 or end of 2022. Rockstar hired 200 people to just work on GTA 6. So most of the people working on this are not like staple developers for Rockstar or Take-Two.
But I think that's kind of normal because I think this one's going to cost like $1 billion.
I think it's $2 billion of what they've already estimated the development cost to be.
So crazy.
Yeah. But like with the previous games, you hire a few developers here and there to fill in gaps, but it was always a core team, and that's why everything it came together as well as it did, right? That's why there was so much fluidity between the characters, between the story, between the world building. When you have just a bunch of random devs hired in the hundreds added on to kind of because Rockstar hasn't actually released anything new since Red Dead Redemption in 2018. It's just been remasters. And they've been offloading those remasters to other companies. It's not even them doing them.
Well, that's the problem with all these first-party studios, is that the game costs are so high. Naughty Dog keeps re-releasing The Last of Us Part 1, Part 2.
Yeah.
And the difference Rocksteady's had GTA Online and Red Dead Online, that's their cash income.
Oh, they abandoned Red Dead Online 3 years ago, though. They didn't even milk that as much as they could have.
GTA, man, what are those shark cards?
Yeah.
Shark
cards.
Whatever you said, we'll go. Yeah, like kids were buying them like $100 each.
Mm-hmm. They could be, yeah. There are different values you could buy, but yeah, that's been the cash cow for Rockstar the last several. Actually, I went into I looked at their their spreadsheets on Yahoo Finance the other day, and Take-Two Interactive, which is a company that owns Rockstar, they haven't been operating in the negative for 3 years now. They haven't made any money as a company since 2022, which is pretty insane. They're literally all of their bets are on GTA 6.
It'll sell. Even if it's not good, it'll sell.
Oh, 100%.
It's like Bethesda, the brand. You've had a not very good Fallout game. You've had a really bad Starfield. That was a disaster. They're banking everything on Elder Scrolls 6, which will not be good.
I think Microsoft's got, because that's all under Microsoft now, right? It's not even Bethesda anymore. I have no hope for Elder Scrolls 6, man. I'm gonna be honest. They just kind of toss that out there when they just need people to start talking positively about them again. Oh, time to drop more Elder Scrolls news. People are saying too many bad things. Like,
but they haven't made. When's the last time they made a good game?
Bethesda, like the only good stuff coming out of Bethesda is through ID Software. That's the Doom stuff. That's it.
Yeah, and even then, Doom didn't sell as well as they would like.
Yeah, and that was more due to like optimization issues more than anything, right? But like it wasn't functionally a bad game from what I've watched and what I've seen. The Oblivion remaster though was fucking awesome. Like that's
fun.
Oh god, that's beautiful right there. But I don't think that's sold crazy well.
Chinese people did it. That's why it was. They went, "What do you want? We'll do it." Because, well, we want gay lesbians. We're not doing that. We're just going to update the graphics. That's what we want. Didn't China buy Ubisoft? Sorry to keep derailing it, but didn't China buy Ubisoft? We might actually get some half-decent games.
Tencent bought into Ubisoft, so it's still majority owned by the Guillemot brothers or whatever their names are. But Tencent, I think they acquired like a 10% stake or something in the company to offset. So we'll see what happens.
Just give it to the Chinese. I'm all for the Chinese. They're racist enough to make good stuff and sexist enough.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Sorry. Okay, we'll go back
when they're not just stealing stuff other people have already made.
But the stuff we're making's terrible. They don't even want to steal it anymore.
You know what? They actually made a Horizon Zero Dawn like clone, basically.
Sony's been like locked in lawsuits with them over that. And then there's also that anime one, which is basically just ripped animations directly from the Spider-Man games.
Yes,
and it's like it's not the kind of thing you accidentally recreate. It is just they've just stolen it because they're dirty little thieves. And some lawsuits are happening, I think, and more probably should. But it'll be interesting to see what they do with Ubisoft, given that, it actually requires them to make something original, in theory.
I'm more interested in what's going to happen with EA, because the Saudis officially own them.
Oh. Well, probably fewer Pride events, I would guess, but otherwise not much different.
It would be funny, just midway in the game, you just hear like a Muslim, nah, and you have to start doing a prayer mat.
Mashallah! Mashallah!
Shut up, Hua. I am not talking to you.
All the villains in Battlefield suddenly start becoming Jews instead, or something like that.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'll buy Battlefield 6 if that's the case.
Man, Battlefield 6 fucking boring.
I've heard bad things.
Is it, yeah?
It's fucking boring, man. My friend is so into it, too, and he's made me absolutely hate the game instead of just being like, this is boring. It's exactly what you expect. It's just another Battlefield game. And now that RedSec is out, it's just Call of Duty Battlefield. It's the same fucking thing. It's just Battlefield gameplay, but it's Warzone.
It's probably really hard to be innovative with first-person shooters.
Yeah, well, don't tell that to my buddy, because he says it's fucking revolutionary is the word he used. To the point where I was like, are you sure you know what that word means?
Hold on. Did he even play like Battlefield 3?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I asked him what was revolutionary about it, and he's like, well, buildings collapse. And I was like, isn't that what Battlefield
is
fucking known for? Right. Isn't that what they've been known for, sir? Anyway, again, I hope he listens to this stream. I shit on him sometimes. So.
But it's because we've been so deprived of everything. Doing what's like the normal thing is like brand new.
I was gonna say, like, I can understand why someone's going to say, like, even though it's not a correct statement whatsoever, why they think Battlefield 6 is revolutionary, because over the last, like, 12 years or so, literally every online shooter just tried to copy the Call of Duty formula. So we've just gotten Call of Duty in every first-person shooter for so long that, of course, Battlefield is going to feel revolutionary.
What was Battlefield 5?
And boring. I don't find Battlefield gameplay fun anyway because it's so fucking slow. It's just
boring. It's only fun
different demographics, so it's fine.
Like, it's only like 7 of you in a tank and you're all murdering each other.
That's like Left 4 Dead. I could never get into Left 4 Dead because the gameplay is so fucking slow paced compared to Call of Duty, where you actually have mechanical control. When you're
Are you fucking insane, Brooks? Hold on, what? You can't get into Left 4.
I like Left 4 Dead in terms of like the zombies, but the control, it's just it's nowhere near the
turning up your aim sensitivity.
Yes.
Of course.
Are you kidding me? Call of Duty, in terms of the options that you have for your character, from jumping, from prone to whatever, you just feel way more immersed. Where Left 4 Dead just feels much more arcade-ish. But I like the design of the zombies. That's pretty shit.
That's Vex's opinion. That's
What
apt.
the? Why are we even comparing Left 4 Dead with Call of Duty? What?
The angry face, dude.
What the fuck? No, she was talking about Battlefield 4 feeling like the difference in terms of the controls. Like,
Didn't
that was the same thing for me.
what was the Battlefield where they had the woman with the prosthetic arm and like you could play like Black Nazis or something in the multiplayer?
Oh, I think that was Battlefield 1.
Yeah, there was like
No.
those stupid 105, one of them. But yeah, it was like it was just that's what actually like murdered it, and it's only just come back with 6. And as Cynic says, it sounds like it's just Warzone.
Well, they
Usually
introduced
the
a
case.
Warzone like option kind of deal. So you still have a Battlefield game, but they launched RedSec, which is like Cynic said, just Battlefield Warzone. Which I'm confused why they even did that, because people don't play Battlefield to play Call of Duty. That's why they play Call of Duty.
Yeah, you're not
So-
going to steal anyone who plays Warzone away. I can tell you.
Right. Exactly. So I'm genuinely confused why they even bothered doing that, because they're both first person shooters, but the player bases are completely different.
God, I just the word revolutionary was stuck in my head. We like in my friends group chat, we were fucking flaming him for like a week straight.
You
Like,
should have.
oh,
You
this is
rightfully
so
so,
fucking
yes.
revolutionary, dude. They put the fucking mini map on the bottom left corner of the screen instead of the top left. Fucking revolutionary, dude.
Is he the kind of person who buys a new iPhone every time they release, by any chance?
No, he's not actually.
Gets excited by the new
Oh.
tech. Oh, he's one of those. No, Vex, I was
not.
gonna say, here's your boys. Forgive me.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you're forgiven.
Alright, we're
You're
cool?
forgiven.
All right.
Yeah, we're
there we
cool.
go.
We're cool. Just don't ever fucking compare Left 4 Dead with Call of Duty ever again, please.
Holy shit, we were doing super chats. I forgot.
We were,
You were.
yes.
Oh, Realistic Delinquent says invite Papa Pumpkin, Gord Speed. Yeah, Papa Pumpkin
Mhm.
is
Yeah, he's always a great guess.
Mhm,
good guess for
mhm.
sure. I don't mean to not get to guests. It's just that when I think about BSUP, it's Sunday, and then it's too late because it's like less than 24 hours before the show, and it's kind of short notice.
Okay,
so-
well, I am in a group chat with Papa Pumpkin, and we literally call each other fags every single day. So I can just invite him to the next BSUP if that's easier.
Yeah, just a heads up on the subject, just whoever is suited for certain things. That's the biggest
Right.
thing.
yeah, and probably don't call each other that on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Probably
that's fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Don't worry.
It's the 2-hour mark. We can start being really racist and sexist. I mean that stuff at the beginning was the kid stuff. That's the stuff you do. That's regular.
Because that's
dressing.
being nice.
Yeah, going. Oh, Pakistanis are horrible. That's just regular stuff.
Jeremy Soden says, can't stay for long, 15 minutes behind and enjoying the racism. Great stuff, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the homophobia too. Dutch Gradient says, it's because that's not a trailer, it's a clip. Yes.
Is that in relation to the Predator Badlands thing that they
Yeah.
released as a
Yeah.
trailer?
One.
I mean, trailers can
Yeah.
also be clips. These two things are not mutually exclusive.
Mhm.
Hardy Boys and the Phantom of the Film Actors Guild. That's a name.
Huh.
Platoon, can you throw some rainbows off rooftops in Minecraft so EA will hire as a creative director for Mass Effect and Dragon Age?
Wait, what?
You have to
I
kill
was
some
looking at
rainbows
it.
in
I
Iowa.
Minecraft.
kill gay people in Minecraft, so EA will hire who?
Well,
Me?
I think that BioWare, the head of BioWare, was a tranny. So if you murder that person, take their place, I think is what they're trying to say.
Oh, see, I thought they were saying that they were going to reward me just for killing random gay people. And it's like, well, that
That's what
doesn't
I
seem
thought
like the kind
too.
of thing that EA would do or fucking whoever. Well, no, I mean, yeah, I'm all for absolutely not assassinating the heads of current studios. So maybe one day in Minecraft.
I think the person's jumped shipped anyway. So after killing Dragon Age, she, I don't know what it is, left.
Yeah. It is though. It is
So-
how you become the apex homosexual. Is you do. It's like Highlander. There can only be one, so you do have to just sort of go around and kill the rest of them.
Do you gain like their years of health, or do you become more unstable?
It's just more the satisfaction, really, and bragging rights, and you get first pick. So
Do you collect like their pill bottles for all of their medication? Like, is that what you loot off of their bodies?
Yeah, they can tell Platoon's coming because he's jangling from a mile away.
Joey Bag of Donuts says, "Oh yeah, and Liberty City was 3 and 4."
Oh, it was the first one.
I stand corrected then. I stand corrected. Thank you, Joey.
Boom. Wolfsbane says the Aussie guys also did Bring Her Back 2025. I haven't seen Bring Her Back.
That
It's
is one
solid.
of the. Is the ending worth it? That is one of the very few times in my life where I've just tapped out of a horror movie because this is so fucking gross. This better be worth it in the end. And I'm just like, I've completely lost faith. I'm not that big on body horror. Like, and it's very rare that it's gonna bother me to the point. But that movie just seemed like excessive, man. Like Hostel Hostel, it kind of reminded me of. Like, come on, like just calm down. I don't need to
I
see
thought
that.
there wasn't that much body horror.
The
there were like
kid
two
biting
scenes.
the table with his teeth cracking and shit. I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, there were like 2 scenes in the entire. Listen, like the entire horror like genre right now is just dominated by movies about trauma. So this is unfortunately another movie about trauma, but it's a well done movie about trauma. So I rank it one of the top 10 of the year, and I know the pickings have been slim. But like in any year, it would have been a top contender. So
I feel like I need to go back for context, but I wasn't enjoying it. That's the one thing. That's the big thing for me.
it's a rough movie to watch, in all honesty.
Yeah,
like I wasn't bothered as much by that. I just thought that was really fucking cool. But like I was just more like, this emotionally makes me feel things that I don't really want to be feeling right now. And they were sad feelings. So
well, that's the same thing. I was talking about Monster, the Ed Gein story. I made it 3 episodes in. It got to the kids part, and I'm like, yep, I'm done. I'm done with this show. Like this isn't worth it, even just from an entertainment standpoint. This is legit creepy, and not even in like an immersive type of way.
Big T says at least the homework for comic movies isn't so much like modern MCU, and the homework for I think this is Demon Slayer is at least worth looking into, unlike modern MCU.
Well, it's just one TV show, just 4 seasons, and then you're up to date.
I was told by quite a few people that like for Demon Slayer, I don't know about oh gosh, what was Chainsaw Man? But I was told like you don't necessarily have to watch the anime, like you can enjoy it as a standalone because like the story and character work does enough filling in that you can kind of infer a lot of things.
I think you need to watch at least the first few episodes at least, because
okay.
I've seen Chainsaw Man and it's like, I need to kill you for the Gun Devil, and you're like, who the fuck's the Gun Devil? And you need to know sort of how the rules work.
Okay, gotcha.
Because he's kind of immortal-ish if you pull the rev on his chest, but you wouldn't know that in the film.
Okay.
So you go, how do you suffer that? You know what I mean? You could, but it just wouldn't be as good.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Istaphobo says top 2025 Halloween costumes: no Marvel, 2 DC, Nightwing and Supergirl at the bottom. 12 of the top 20 were K-pop Demon Hunters, 4 Minecraft.
Yeah, I got a lot of K-pop. Yeah,
wow.
K-pop Demon Hunters and Minecraft were big ones this year. I got Cowgirls. Cowgirl was a big one. Hockey players, but like I'm in Canada, so that one makes sense. Like a lot of normal Halloween costumes though. No superheroes. No superheroes at all.
Damn.
That's interesting. It'd be interesting to actually see a list going back and see how it compares in like the prime of Marvel, because guarantee you there's a bunch.
I'm just thinking even like when all of us were growing up, like even though like for example, Cinderella didn't come out when any of us were alive, there were still kids for like all of like grade school that would dress up as Cinderella for Halloween regardless, right?
Yeah,
but I guess it's different when you have like the same 12 VHSs that you have to watch as a kid.
Yeah.
When
I was a kid, I was like Batman, Spider-Man, Ninja Turtle.
But you also had the Disney remakes. Like Disney were bringing Cinderella back into the pop culture.
But that was well after us though, right? And even then I remember when Cinderella did come back, I didn't see like little girls I saw more kids still dressing up as Elsa because Frozen was really big for that generation. It still is.
Yeah. But like, I suppose that you had 10 years of it. So you had like Beauty and the Beast, you had Cinderella, you had Mulan. That went all the way up to like the 2000s.
Yep.
Then you had Frozen, which I fucking hate that movie.
Still haven't watched Frozen. I kind of refuse to at this point.
It sucks.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way too.
Yeah.
I
I kind of want to.
Yeah.
I want to treat the golden era of Disney as something that happened when I was a child, and it was a special thing, and there's no way they can maintain that same magic. I have no interest.
Like
in
they'll never come. The writing will never come close to Lion King.
Yeah. Yeah, I told you, like Snow White's horrible, but it still doesn't compare to Mulan for me. Mulan,
in Frozen, like they go, you need the power of love to free you, and it goes like, oh, it's not love as in romantic. It's my sister's love. And it's like, fuck off. It's trying to subvert it, but it doesn't work.
Oh,
what
gotcha.
is that like the Ohana thing being fucked over?
Yeah.
You know that? Why do they keep doing that? It's
like to subvert it for the sake of it.
But
they hate the story.
Specifically the complete opposite of what the original story was supposed to tell. It's like I don't understand. I get the idea of someone being like, okay, I don't want to have a 1-for-1 adaptation, but how do you fundamentally fuck the point of the story? Like, how's that even possible? Like, the Ohana thing's crazy. Mulan, the first fucking 2 minutes of that movie is infuriating, and the pattern probably continues with the rest of them.
And the twist bad guy in Frozen's terrible. It's like literally last second goes, haha, I'm evil. And you're like, why? There's literally no point.
Get it.
It's just, yeah, it sucks. It's lazy. It's just got, it's like the Witcher show. That toss your coin to the Witcher is the only thing people remember about it. Like the first season's actually shit. It just has a catchy song. It's the same with Frozen. It has that Let It Go was everywhere, but this film sucks.
I remember hating that fucking song.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Yeah. Big T says, don't worry, the new Spider-Man will be good. Remember, they assured us, starting with Thunderbolts, it's the beginning of quality over quantity. Yeah. Aren't they pumping out like 5 shows next year too?
Something
like Wonder
that,
Man is coming out in January, I think.
Oh boy.
I'll wait for that.
They better be doing something because they're in a little bit of a pause here. This is I was thinking about it today, like, wow, this is the first time in ages where there isn't like a Marvel thing out or about anticipation right now. It's just we're finally in this kind of gap. I'm like, why the fuck didn't they do this before? Like,
Why we still had 3 movies this year, dude. It's not 3 movies.
But that is still tame compared to what we had in the past. We'd be like,
3 was max, man. Every
3
year.
was the max, yeah.
With the shows, though, they double up with the shows and everything. We were just overwhelmed for the last few years with Marvel. Now it feels like we're in a break that could have been refreshing if Marvel wasn't trash now.
Like, how many Marvel films do we have this year?
3.
Captain America, 4, 5, one of them. Thunderbolts.
How was this year?
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
I
Four.
forgot Thunderbolts even existed.
I thought they were last year. I thought this is a long time ago.
No. Captain Wakanda was the beginning of this year.
Yeah, that was February, and then Thunderbolts was May, and July was Fantastic Four.
Man, this year I thought that was like 2 years ago or something.
It feels like it.
Jesus.
And then shows-wise, we had Ironheart and
Daredevil.
Is that it?
No.
Daredevil. Fucking yep. When was Agatha? Was that last year?
We also had a Wakanda cartoon, and we're gonna have Wonder Man that they pushed into January, but it was supposed to come out this year. They haven't slowed down at all. That is a fucking lie.
Didn't we have Marvel Zombies this year?
Yes,
as well?
and we had Marvel Zombies.
What if?
And Agatha was this year, wasn't it?
No, Agatha was last year.
Okay.
Oh.
It's so hard to tell at this point.
Maybe I'm just describing how desensitized I am to Marvel.
That's what it sounds like to me.
I just don't give a fuck. I just don't care. Like, what are they gonna do to pique my interest? I'm not sure what they can do.
Yeah, it feels like Star Wars, like you're talking about The Last Jedi, like that far ago.
Yeah, The Last Jedi. Fuck.
Although Wonder Man is getting the Echo treatment, it sounds like, because January is where you put stuff where you expect it to die.
That you're kind of ashamed of, but you need to release contractually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten back into the comics at least. Like, there's that right there that you see right here is a box of like hundreds of comic books that I've purchased over the past couple months. I'm just like re-obsessed with the comics again. They're fun again.
Well, you like the concepts, you like the characters, and you want to see good stories with them, and you can't with what they're the shit that they're doing. So,
I am reading a series that I think will, if they make it that long, would revitalize the MCU. If they actually gave it a clean slate, it would be fucking awesome. But they have to commit to it, and I don't know if they'll have enough time to.
They're gonna do a half-assed one where you keep 4, but you get a different Iron Man.
Yes,
and it's the worst type. It's not a clean break.
Yeah, it's going to be what the DCU did, which was not a clean break. And what's really hilarious is that, like, by the time you actually do get to the rejuvenated or new era, no one gives a fuck about the Zack Snyderverse anymore. So the continuity that you kept was unnecessary. And that's exactly what's going to happen with the MCU. They're going to keep a few things that no one even gives a shit about. You could just do the clean break, but they're not going to.
Yeah, I have no idea how to fix it.
James Gunn's keeping his shit from the old DCU, and it sucks.
Yep.
Like, what is it? Peacemaker is in it, and he's from a universe where they wounded Superman with a kryptonite bullet. But this Superman didn't lose a fight until he fought himself in the Superman movie. Doesn't make any sense, but they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they just don't keep track of that shit. They should have people in charge of the continuity, but it just seems to be. I don't understand how you can care that little.
Yeah, it is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it breaks your story. It's like they don't get. It's like they're not aware how important continuity is. They just forget.
It's almost like it's on purpose.
But because you feel so like. It's such a great feeling when there's little moments of like, oh shit, they remembered that, you know?
Yeah,
like,
they cared.
They cared enough to do that. There's millions of examples, but one of the things that one of the ones I always remember is Doctor Strange's surgery scars being visible in Infinity War from the first one. Like there's just little details like that. Like you didn't have to put it in there, but you did. There's so many things you can do. There are so many examples of that.
I remember him screaming with his third eye, going "Ah!" And he's been doing that. He's been doing that for 3 years.
No, that's not even true because the scene cuts and suddenly he's cool. He's got a scarf.
He's cool with the eye. Yeah.
So like, is this an existential crisis? Are you good now? Is this 6 months later? Have you mastered it and they just did it off screen? What the fuck is happening? Oh, there's Charlize Theron. She's purple. And then there's a hole. Oh, then no idea what the fuck is even going on. Like. Doctor Strange, will we ever even see that character again? Like, I have no idea what they're doing, man.
Didn't America Chavez kill her parents because she was scared by a bee?
By a fucking bee.
And she can travel through the multiverse at will in this movie, yet she doesn't. There's no emphasis. The movie should have ended with her looking for her parents. It makes no sense.
She was created during the woke era of the comics. And do you know what the usual excuse I found in the comments section of my video when I criticized that? Well, that's what happens in the comics.
Doesn't mean it has to be shit.
What? It's still
and
shit.
Again,
How is it not shit?
This is the thing. I've said it before. And I'll say it again. Sometimes the comics are shit, people.
Right.
Just because
I don't know.
Doesn't mean it's sacred. It's not the sacred text. Okay. It's just a fucking comic, and sometimes they're shit. That's
a lot of comics are shit. Most comics are shit.
Yeah. I say the same thing with manga and horror. Or sorry, anime and horror. A lot of it is dog shit. But when you get the good stuff, hold on to it. You know. But
it's also kind of ironic that like that character arose in the peak woke era, and yet America Chavez has canonically killed more lesbians than any Marvel villain.
Yeah. But they don't know that. They don't know that at all. They're not aware of what they do in their scenes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know when Scarlet Witch broke Professor X's neck, and he's died how many times at this point? And he's coming. Is it like the 9th time? And he's coming back to be murdered by
like half a dozen fucking times this man's been murdered.
So he dies in Logan. He dies in Days of Future Past. And what's
he dies in
frustrating,
X-Men 3.
That's what I was gonna say. What's frustrating in X-Men 3 is that his death is fantastic in that movie. So his deaths slowly get worse in terms of the writing. Which is just like, what are you doing? Because the first 3 work, and then the last one's just completely insulting. Like, why the fuck would you?
4 times.
4 times. It's just
5.
It doesn't have any meaning anymore.
Doomsday's gonna zap him.
He's become the Kenny. He's Kenny of the MCU.
You killed Professor X, you bastard.
How do you think he's gonna die this time? Do you think he's gonna overcharge his wheelchair and he's just gonna run out into traffic?
We get hit by a bus. That's what we need. We need that scene from Final Fantasy. Except with Professor X. It's
Fuck.
so
I don't want to see Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart just get like brutally murdered for no reason.
They're gonna bring him back to be on screen for like a minute.
Yeah,
just
that's
say,
all.
Oh,
It's gonna
look at
be.
that! And then
It's going to be. Oh my god, they brought those guys back, and they'll just fucking die.
the way you do it is the 2000 Shaft movie with Samuel L. Jackson. He has a whole scene where he's ranting with one of his mentors about the case, and he has like one or two of these scenes. They're really good. And the mentor was the guy who played the original Shaft. That's how you fucking do it. That's how you do it. Like just paying respect. You know, it's so simple.
Tai Fung, who's been waiting here. Botox injections. Whatever happened to just doing cardio and strength training? I know. Yeah.
The sad part is like they barely do the bare minimum there because all of these chicks just get the liposuction or like the fat
Or
redistribution
Ozempic.
stuff.
I describe it
Ozempic's
as
the
like,
big one, yeah.
you know how if your phone's on 5%, there's no way you're starting
Mhm.
your day. That way you're just fucked. There's no way. But most people, in terms of their body and their health, they're walking around 5, 10, 15%.
Absolutely
They won't do anything
accurate,
about it.
dude.
Yeah, they won't do
That's
anything
accurate.
about it. And they're
Yep.
looking for the cheat codes, the hacks to be able to get that feeling of being 60% at all times instead of actually putting in the work. As you get older, you fucking have to eat better. You have to eat clean and you have to exercise or your body will start to feel like shit. Sorry.
You
that's
are
how humans
totally
work.
right.
That's how humans work. It sucks. It sucks.
Yep.
But it's
The
reality.
sad part is like it's not even just to health anymore. It's like there's because we start off having fast what's the word? Shortcuts, sorry, to all these other things. Now it's bled into like basic human functions, which is fucking insane to think of in all
So
honesty.
crazy.
But the
Yeah.
type of effort that goes into it, people just aren't willing to do. And it takes years, like bodybuilding, that could take years to truly understand what works with your body, nailing your diet, all those different type of things. Weight loss, finding the time to actually put in the discipline and stay consistent with it. Like that stuff is hard. People don't want to do it, you know? But like the benefits are just so worth it. And I don't know. When I see people getting up early and running down the street and shit, it's like, good for you, man. I stay in shape, but I'm not doing that. Like, fuck it, you know, the extremes. But you see the other side of it. Someone's like 400 pounds and their quality of life is just fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
TGV Monster says David said Millie looks older than him.
That's probably why she
That's
did the
the harassment right there.
He bullied me by telling the truth.
Yeah. Jackson Vohe says Predator EU fans keep saying Dan is bringing the comics to life despite everything he's done. Retcons the lore. It's Godzilla Kong again, just brainless.
That's actually a wild statement considering he's retconned just the pistol thing from the movies like 3 separate times now.
Right.
Yeah. And even then, like the comics already gave a background for that, and he still decided to retcon that after. Like his own retcons don't even make sense anymore. That's where we're at with only 3 movies. And it's the same retcon each time.
Darth Leon Custom says, what is the beef with Leto? Not the problem with Ares.
Fucking weird.
He's a weirdo, and allegedly, I mean, he's like gotten in contact with underage girls. He has a cult. He's a fucking freak. He's not actually a box office draw, but he thinks he fancies himself one. And he's one of those method actors that, like, I think the Oscar went right to his head.
It did.
And it's almost comical at this point. So,
yeah, the sex cult is the big thing, though. That's why a lot of people don't. And a lot of underage people involved.
Allegedly, we have to throw allegedly in there just in case.
Listen,
we all need a hobby.
As a 30 Seconds to Mars fan, like I see the fan base, and the fan base is pretty fucking young. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Telgore says, "Do you guys think the Running Man will be any good?"
No,
probably not. I heard that it's very timely, says Patton Oswalt. So,
Patton Oswalt. Is he in it, or is he just like?
He put a tweet out the other day, like endorsing it. I don't think he's in it.
Kill his wife.
He did, yeah. Allegedly. Sorry, not allegedly. Rumored to have killed his wife. Yes.
Oh, she did she was the investigative journalist, right? And then
yeah, just kind of.
How do you think he did it? Do you think he went for a pillow? Do you think he put a gun over the pillow, or
I think he just rolled over onto her in bed. That's all.
Shove her head in the oven. Drown her.
I like Edgar Wright and I like Glenn Powell, and those are two reasons for me to want to go see it. I think as a film, though, it'll probably just be like palatable, like fun schlock, but nothing more than that.
Fine.
I was going to ask real quick, did any of you guys see Frankenstein? Is that out yet?
Yeah, I saw Frankenstein. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm waiting for the Netflix release this week because the only theater playing it in our area it's the Scotiabank Theater, downtown Jedi, and I'm not coming to Toronto.
Fuck that.
Wow. It's on Netflix on the 7th.
Yeah.
Okay, I could wait then. Yeah.
You have to watch Predator first. You have to watch that, and then you can treat yourself to Frankenstein.
The palate cleanser. Yeah.
Yeah.
Predator.
Your mom says The Witcher's ratings are going down faster than a Kardashian at an NAACP meeting.
Wait, is the Kardashian falling, or she's getting down on her knees to blow someone?
I believe down on her knees.
Okay, that one makes more sense. All right.
Yeah. Otter Vision says best way to reach out to join the show. Really interested. Yeah, I saw your email. I just, like I said, when it comes to BSUP, I think about it on Sunday night, and then it's like too late to reach out to guests. But I'll get in contact with you this week, and we can chat or whatever, like I did with
Tsunami.
You must send an incriminating dick pic. Yeah. That way we can trust you then. We can use that against you. It's like the leverage. It's like the mafia. You must shoot the dead body. We all do it.
I need to think about the show earlier than 24 hours beforehand, maybe. And then we can get guests on. I think it's I use it as a crutch, the fact that we have 5 panelists now at this point. So I'm just like, whatever. We don't need
you don't know exactly, right? But because of that, it makes it easier rather than like trying to organize 3 guests. You can think of one person who's suitable for the topic. Yeah.
Yeah, this is I fucking love this panel. I think it's fantastic. And every time I think about getting a guest, I'm like, that's a lot of work.
Well, and thank you guys for saying yes to 5. That fucking saved my ass. So that's awesome.
Joey Bag of Donuts says, I agree with you, Vex. I'm not excited for 6 either.
I didn't think 5 was that great. Hot take.
It's become really. 5 is the one with the Russian, right?
No. 5 was the last one with was it Trevor?
Okay, that's how out of the loop I am. I'm a CJ guy. San Andreas. That's my.
Yeah. No. The GTA 5 was the one that came out in 2013. It's the 3 stories that intersect. It's like current day Los Santos.
No, that's a good comment.
Yeah, those comments got me.
Oh fuck! No, GTA. I'm just so completely out of the loop of it, and the whole GTA 6 like meme. Like we get insert fucking thing before GTA 6. You know, it's built. It's so overhyped to the point where it can never deliver. I think it's like Doomsday.
Like it'll sell, but like when you got a $2 million budget, are you really gonna break even on that? Like,
no, you said 2 billion, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. 2 billion. The budget is 2 billion. Are you really gonna break even on that?
Oh, they're gonna milk those kids.
Whoa! Phrasing.
Unnecessary pause in the middle. Then milk the kids for everything they're worth. Pause for effect.
They kind of like they're like GTA is able to sell because it's not just the open world. It's consistently great character work. It's consistently great story building and story arcs, right?
Yeah.
Like they're relatable characters. They go through these really powerful arcs and emotions that like anyone can resonate with, even if you're not a criminal. So it's
an insane amount of content you get. There's so much replayability. Like you can play them for years and not even beat them. There's so much things you can do. And like San Andreas, so just like definitely top 20 all time for me. It's so much fun.
I can't wait to get GTA, go online, and it's broken for about 3 months. Because that's what happened to GTA 5. Everyone's going to be trying to get online. You think they're going to have the server space ready they're not. It's gonna be fucking chaos.
I don't know. Like that game has to literally be the best GTA of all time to balance out a $2 billion budget.
Joey Bag of Donuts says Skyrim sucked. The fun was in breaking the game.
The skill tree sucked, but the game was still fun, and it definitely had a lot of issues. It's one of my quick ones that I mentioned. That's something I like, but it's still super overrated.
I never played Skyrim. Like, is it because
Me
I liked Morrowind and Oblivion, and like I was so excited when Oblivion came out. I like what Skyblivion looks like for when that comes out, but is it worth trying Skyrim still in 2025?
I think so. Nia still plays it.
Cheap,
huh?
Skyrim's
I bought
fun
it for the Switch when it came out, and I was like, "This game is aged too much for me. I don't know if I can play it."
Yeah, the combat isn't really great.
Though.
It's had like three. I swear they remastered that thing like every 3 years for the
right.
Holy shit, they've been that's their bread and butter, man. It's crazy, but
right.
It's probably pretty dated. The battle was never great. The story's kind of like meh, but there's a lot of fun stuff in there, and I don't know.
In Skyrim, the main story's so boring that once you've kind of done the Brotherhood, the Civil War, you kind of never complete the main story. You can't just quit.
I've never beaten Skyrim because fuck that. I just want to go and like fuck around and get powerful and like, you know, basically my Skyrim play was me trying to get super powerful, finding items and finding different like bosses to defeat to get a build that I liked. I never really cared about the story because it just wasn't really compelling. And it was like you could basically be the king of like all the different regions and it didn't affect the story. It was just kind of dumb.
And the Civil War was like, oh, there's one fight in the city, and the rest of them will just take this random guard tower, and that's like most of the war. It sucked.
Yeah, it is possibly one of the most overrated games. I agree with you, Popcom.
The music's awesome, no, and the Fuss Row Dart is genius.
The music and some of the spells and things you can do, like there's a lot of jank, like charming jank in Skyrim, but yeah. At this point, it's probably super overrated.
The last super chat of the day is Proctophiles, the Cynic. Without spoiling, what did you think about Frankenstein? Yeah, I liked it. It was good. I can't spoil what they changed, but they did change some things from the original story, so it's more of a reimagining rather than like a perfect adaptation or whatever. But I really liked what they did, and so story-wise, like chef's kiss, good shit. And the performances are off the charts. I don't remember the guy who plays the monster, Frankenstein's monster.
Jacob Elrodi.
Yeah, he's just awesome. Absolutely awesome. And everyone really kills it. It's fantastic. So yeah, you guys will probably really like it.
Good.
Nice.
Good. I've never really been too interested in Frankenstein, but I always feel like this is probably going to be an adaptation that's going to nail what I want out of the Frankenstein movie.
Yeah, it's like thematically everything that was, there in the original is there, but it's more of a reimagining. Like it is Guillermo del Toro's take on it. So if you do know the original, you'll recognize what they changed. But I want to like spoil, but I no spoilers because when it's actually good, I want you guys to watch it and enjoy it. So.
We'll talk about next week.
Yeah. Well, no, next week. No BSUP next week.
Oh yeah, you're going to WWE?
I am. Yeah.
You bastard.
Yeah. Well, it's on Mondays, Monday Night Raw. So, and they have it not local, but they have it in Boston. So I'm going down there. Yeah.
Nice.
But that was all the super chats. So, oh shit, we got one more. Joey Bag of Donuts says, watch the Fackham Hall trailer. Phrasing.
That actually does look
Loved
quite
it.
amusing.
Yeah, can't wait for it.
The what?
Fackham Hall.
Fackham Hall. It's Jimmy Carr, I think, has done it, which would normally put me off, but it's it's kind of a spoof old English country house murder mystery, but as a comedy. And it looks from the trailer, there's some funny stuff in the trailer, which I quite liked. So I don't know if that's all the funny stuff in the movie, but if it's not, then it might be kind of good.
I'll leave it unlisted, Platoon will leave it unlisted for a little while. Yeah. But I try and get the show up as fast as possible now, on like, because I used to take like a fucking week to get it up, and then people would complain about that. And now I'm getting complaints that I put it up too fast. So I don't know what to do, you guys. What
can't win. Can't win.
Can't win. It'll be up on the re-upload channel tomorrow, but I'm sure Platoon can leave it unlisted for a little bit so you can watch it.
It will be deleted once it is uploaded on the second channel, on the re-upload channel.
Yeah,
but until then, it will be unlisted.
Yeah, and it'll be time stamped, so you can jump to wherever you left off if you don't catch the if you don't finish it during your unlisted viewing. So, but I'll go around and thank the panel and start with you, Mr. Brooks. Thanks for being here as always, man. Are you releasing any material anytime soon?
No, unfortunately, no, not soon. But I will definitely let you guys know when the next project's coming up, because it took a while in between videos. But possibly Predator related, because I was still considering the Prey video. But we'll see what happens with this new fucking girl boss, retarded pussy ass Predator that was crying in the trailer. Yeah, I don't want to see a Predator crying and emoting like that. You shouldn't ever. That should never happen. So we'll see. It looks like he's gonna be next.
Yep. Vex, what about you, my dear? What are you up to next?
Thank you for having me. It's always fun to
always
start the week off this way. So,
oh yeah.
I was gonna try and get a video out for this past Friday, and clearly no video went up, so that's been pushed back. Because I am definitely getting a Predator Badlands video. I already made fun of it so much in my Predator video last year, like I'm kind of like obligated to review it ASAP. So
right on.
That will ideally be up before, like I'm going to see it Wednesday for an early screening. So
oh, you lucky motherfucker.
Yeah, bro, I'm so surprised because I live in like bumfuck nowhere and they're doing early screenings on a Wednesday. I was like, what is going on here? Like, so now yeah, I'm going for the Wednesday.
Maybe my theater is somewhere. I'm seeing it at 2:00 on Thursday, but I want it like if I can see it faster.
Damn. So yeah, no, I'll be working on a Predator Badlands video for sure. I've cleared out my schedule and told everyone else that I will not be editing videos till at least Monday, so I can work on it.
Right on. Reaper, thanks for being here, man. And what about you? Are you actually releasing anything?
I've almost killed Gary. He's about to die. Almost.
Oh, good. Get him. Yeah.
But fuck yeah, I've wrote my Witcher season 4 review. It's 9,000 words. That'll be out. That'll take a while. So I'll probably just do Predator Badlands. I might actually try to release a video on time, maybe.
Yeah, that would be good.
No promises.
I think that's what we're all doing, because that's what I'm gonna do too, is a Predator Badlands review. So 4 for 4. What about you, Platoon? Are you releasing anything?
Yeah, I was going to try and get the Shelby Oaks video out tomorrow, but looking at the time now, no. So hopefully that will be out on Wednesday, and then yes, Badlands will be the next one. They'll both be. Well, I can't promise for Predator because it might piss me off significantly, but I'm aiming for both of these to be relatively short by my standards. So they'll hopefully be out way more quickly than usual, but we'll see.
Shelby Oaks can't get you a lot of views. It's just got to be to hair Chris.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just to crush his soul.
I did try and take the moral high ground in the introduction. Say like this video isn't just about shitting on Chris Stuckman, but then like the next sentence is something like they say criticism is easier than creation, in which case Shelby Oaks is fucked because Stuckman is a terrible critic.
I'm not going to say something horrible, but
if I watch it and I end up wanting to review it, I think I would strategically I wouldn't even mention him. I would completely not mention Chris Stuckman whatsoever. Let's just judge the script, No,
I'd go really personal. I'd try and go Freudian. I'd go, if it's about his sister gets fucked by an incubus, it probably means his sister in real life got dicked really hard by a bunch of guys. This is the Freudian part. I'll go that deep on it. I'll invent entire stories about his family.
Jesus. I started my review as imitating Chris Stuckman too, like in a cartoon format. It was Chris Stuckman and I was just doing his voice. And I saw Drinker did he did an actual face reveal type of
imagine
See, I was thinking of doing a Stuckman parody too, and I have basically written a Stuckman review of his movie in the introduction, but given everyone else has done the impression, maybe I'll just deliver it straight.
Would it be more hurtful if every review is him going, "Hi, I'm Chris Stuckman," and
it just shows how much that stood up to everybody. Like everyone has an issue with that when it comes to his content. He's known for it. So,
yep. All right, guys. Well, no BSUP next week. But we will return in the following week. And I guess you'll have to catch what we think about Predator Badlands, though. Sans BSUP on our reviews. So, yeah.
It's only going to be 5 of them, so,
yeah,
it's not going to take us too long to get through.
Figure it out. Yeah.
At least I get to be a girl doing it. I have the one up on all of you. So.
Hey, now, I could just use AI to give my avatar tits, okay? Like, that's the thing
true.
I could do.
Yeah, you could also do like the AI like British female voice as well. And
why would I do that when I can just do the Monty Python British female voice and just do that?
That too.
Do the entire review speaking like this. No one's gonna hate this after the first 5 seconds.
Oh, God,
that's horrible.
That is rough.
Watch the subs bleed.
Yep. All right, Platoon, take us out of here, man.
Bye.
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 Fuck you.